Yo, it's your boy DZ, man. You already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. I want to appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. Fam, what's poppin', y'all? Yeah. You know I appreciate all y'all. Big facts. And we're gonna get into this situation here with this nice coach. And I want to tell you guys, the coach isn't so nice, right? But he portrays to be a nice coach. This is why you always gotta watch out for those people that, come off as they're trying to help you. They want to be involved with your kids, and they act as if they're nice and helpful, but they got ill intentions. And we're going to play this in a second. And I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me. But man, oh man, let's be real. Let's be real, man. You gotta be mindful, man. And this is a fact. You gotta watch who you keep around you, your kids, and all that. This guy right here, straight creep. Straight creep. And we're going to get this up here in just a second. I got to put this one up here, man. I seen this one and I said, man, I just got to say something about this one. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and share this video. Yeah. Let me see here. Hold up. One second here. Let me put this one up here right now. You gotta be mindful, man. I gotta let y'all check this one out right here. Gotta let you check this one out right here.
January in Ocala, Florida, where one high school's assistant football coach is about to be taught.
I appreciate the super chat. Bless Niger. DZ, consistency king. May your hard work and dedication never be in vain. Keep shining. I appreciate you. Facts.
A serious lesson.
All right, so why do you think you're here today?
I want you to check this out, y'all.
My relationship with some of the girls.
Okay, what does that look like?
From the outside, you would think it's weird something going on, but I've been a coach in 5 years, and it's like they can confide in me as well as the boys.
Okay.
Like, excuse me, like it looks weird, but like they come to me with problems and just confide, and because I'm easy to talk to, and
Sure.
the boys do it too, and I'm there for them basically.
How long have you been coaching out there?
This will be my 5th year.
5th year? Okay,
Yes.
so you've been out there for a long time. Seen a lot of kids coming and going.
Yes.
Okay.
You definitely have to watch people that are eager to handle your kids. People that are, willing to just, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be the one. Yeah, I'll take care of it. They can come with me. What are their intentions?
And do you do that full time or do you do something else?
No, I work. I work for the city of Ocala. I drive garbage trucks.
Okay. How long have you been doing that?
5 years, 5 years.
Okay.
Detectives identify the man seen here as 43-year-old James Ford III.
Hold on 1 second. James Ford the third. Hold on, let me move this over here. There we go. Yes, sir. James Ford the third. Now, these are the things, that we definitely gotta, touch on, man. And the guy, when you hear his conversation, this is how these guys be. They be so comfortable, and they speak a certain way, but they do this because they're manipulative and they're always on some funny stuff. So I definitely agree, you got to watch those coaches, man. You got to watch people that are in position to deal with your kids, because they'll get out of pocket, man, when they feel like things are too comfortable.
Third, who was arrested after a school resource officer was alerted about an alleged sexual relationship between him and a 16-year-old student.
Okay, so I know you said you believed you were here because of some inappropriate, possibly people think is inappropriate with the girls. Is there any girls in particular?
Yes, well, am I allowed to say the name? Because I don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Okay.
And-
Kennedy, okay. And then are these girls, how do you, because I know you said football, do you guys have a football, a girls, a flag football?
We have a girls flag football team.
Okay.
One of the girls plays flag. She also plays tackle football.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah, so it's just, I've been a father figure. I lost her father.
Okay.
And even her grandmother, I'm really close to her grandmother-in-law, and she comes to me all the time to appreciate what me and some other coaches have done for her, been there, stuff, to be in that role. And our previous head coach did ask, do she have to worry about that? And the other coach nah, it's she lost her dad. He's a real father figure to her. And it's just outside looking in, you would think, because it's weird, because that's not my child. I have a son that goes.
Oh, okay.
And even some of the kids say that's Coach Ford's other bonus daughter. So it's like that.
And that's referring to, okay. And how about?
She's a football player. She comes to me with her problems, and she just made a flyer for me for flag football. So she calls me Unc. And all as well as stuff, and call me Unc. They'll call me Unc. Okay. And when they have problems, they'll come to me. We try to still on the right path. Now I talk to them and give it to them they're all my kids.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because it's tough out here.
Yeah,
so.
And I don't want to sugarcoat nothing to be soft on them, because I don't want to see them get taken advantage of. And
right.
So we do kind of talk, and so if some kids do hear us talk, it's kind of how I would talk to my own kids.
Okay. And then how about?
Same with Unc. That's same as Dad.
Same. Okay.
And you listen to him, right? He said he was cool with the parents, and he knew the mom, the grandma, everybody in the family. Real comfortable. But at the same time, he trying to mess with the kids.
Just kind of that father figure.
Well, no, her dad's in her life. I'm just
okay.
Who she could come confide in.
Okay.
If they have problems.
And then have these girls been at the school and then since you've been there, or did they come later on? What did that look like? Have you had interaction with them for 4 years?
No,
or
I met them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So just at the actual school itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the boys are the same. I have one player. He says I'm more of a dad to him than his own dad.
Okay.
And so it's just I'm mentoring basically. Well, I thought I was doing right, but
yeah. And I know when you have teams and stuff, you have to keep in contact with your players and things like that. Do you communicate with these girls at all on, a cell phone, or is it on an app, or?
Nah, they'll text me, Coach Ford, I need, or their problems, or can I talk to them about this? Can I help them out with this or this and that, or stuff like that.
Okay.
Red flag. If a little girl is texting a grown man about their problems, that's a red flag. He's saying that he's communicating text messages. Now, this is the coach. Why is an adult, a grown man, texting a kid? Nah. People with common sense that ain't on this type time, they not allowing you. Now, don't text me. I'm not doing that. No, I'll text your mom. I'll text your dad. You're not going to have direct contact with them kids. You got to watch them type people.
James tells the detective he doesn't want the students to, quote, get taken advantage of, and says he's more of a father figure to some of the minors. But this detective isn't convinced.
So you have the team's contact numbers, they have yours,
Yeah.
and there's just general conversation back and forth. Okay. At any point in time, has there ever been, and it's like, we know these, girls these days, is there any time when any of this conversation maybe went a little differently than it should, or
But
something that might not be
No, ma'am. But if you was
appropriate?
look at it and don't know the ends of it, you would think that. So they'll come hug me and be up under me and stuff like that. So it looks weird because the
Right.
trainer said something, but it's not like that.
Okay. And then how about on the text, anything on that end that you've had to maybe shut down, or
No,
something, nothing's popped up on their end or on your end?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
All that touchy-feely, that right there is a sign too. That touchy-feely, hug close, all that. Come on, man. It opens the door. Now, these are grown men. What do they have to be all up on the kids for? Like, hey, man, you got to be mindful and pay attention. The people that are so eager to deal with the youngins, I don't care what nobody say. That shit ain't right.
So when would you say you started communicating with any of these girls over text, just about sports or whatever?
Okay. With the football team, we have everyone's number. So we have group text, and I have a text. Hey, I need you to do this.
Okay.
Ask what numbers they want. Stuff like that.
Right.
And basically that's how it was. And then with the girls, I coach flag football. The girls,
Okay.
it's basically the girls basketball team, which most of them have my number also.
Okay.
And like they'll text me, coach. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're
They'll
good.
text me like, coach, for when this flag starts, I text them the schedule. Practice starts this date or whatever like that.
Okay. And I know you said you felt like people at school maybe felt a different way. When did you get knowledge that something was maybe being said?
Well, last year coach asked, did he have to worry about? And the coach said, no, it's fine.
Okay.
And the trainer, she was kind of skeptical too.
Now, James reveals that a trainer at the school had grown suspicious of him, but maintains his innocence for now.
Now, what about this week? What happened this week?
I don't know. I'm there. They come. They hug me, like normal, and that's it.
When did you find out something was going on this week with the school?
I got a call Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay. Was that from
The new head coach.
the head coach? Okay. And how did that conversation
He
go?
just said, "Hey, they're doing an investigation with you and some of the girls." I'm like, "What you mean? Like I've been like this with?" And just said they're doing an investigation.
Okay.
Like something was said. Somebody went back and said they're not comfortable around me from something being said, but how we talk to them is like we're talking to our own kids. So I don't know if another
Right.
student probably heard it, thought it was inappropriate, and it wasn't comfortable, or one of the boys maybe liked the girls and saw it. I mean, I don't know.
Not sure. So I want to talk a little bit about, okay, so dealing with her. Is there any reason why she might think that you're something more than a coach to her?
An uncle maybe.
Just an uncle? Okay. And when you say uncle, what does that look like for her? Like, how do you feel like an uncle, or how would she feel like you're an uncle?
Like
to
she'll
her?
hug me, come from the side, hug me, and like if she have problems with boys or whatever, cause
Okay.
they've called me plenty of times about trouble with boys. I don't want to see them get taken advantage of,
Sure.
or just out doing stuff. It is what it is, and you know,
Right.
just getting taken advantage of,
Okay.
basically.
It's his responsibility as an adult to understand if you even see that a kid is being fast, you should report that. You shouldn't be trying to embrace the kid and, give the kid advice about the boy relationships. Nah. But he had other intentions. His intentions was to do what he was doing. That creep shit. And he knew. that the girl was fast, so he was grooming her.
Okay. Has there ever been anything on your end that would lead you to believe that you're acting as something other than a family member or a mentor, as you describe yourself?
Like for Christmas, I bought them all Christmas.
Okay.
Asked them what they wanted, cause I bought them what I didn't get them everything on the list what they wanted, but I told them that
Sure.
to be the person like her parents didn't want to go to her to a camp in Orlando.
Who's that? Okay.
I went with her to the football camp, talked to the coaches for them, in place of stuff like that.
This guy was taking the place of the parent, going to things that the parent should go to, buying gifts for Christmas. This is definitely how these guys operate. Man, he was volunteering things that didn't benefit him, but they benefited him because he had a mission. And the mission was to do what he did.
Okay. And have you ever sent any of them money? I know you said you bought gifts and things
Yes. I
to
mean,
help out.
they'll call.
How about money-wise?
Yes, if they can borrow have $10 for food or $20 for this or $50 for this or for food basically.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I got you. I'll feed you. Because that's what we do. I feed you. I don't have no problem with feeding you. I don't want you to be hungry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And how would that look? Like, did you give them cash or
No,
was it
cash
through
app.
like Cash App?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really carry cash on me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody does.
Yeah,
I don't even know the last time I even had cash on me. Okay. So like I said, I wanted to talk a little bit about, okay, because there's just some concerns that people have, okay?
I can see why.
Okay. And that's what I was just kind of trying to get from you. Why so much with more than anyone else? Why people be concerned?
She the one, like if I'm there, she'll come up and hug and stay around. I don't see her, so I go to the weight room.
Okay.
But yeah, she always comes up, hugs me, asks how I'm doing, we talk whatever, and same if they're working out or whatever, she's gonna stop what she's doing, come hug me, and ask how I'm doing.
The 43-year-old's story starts to unravel as he details giving money and gifts to female students. The detective continues pressing James before this story takes a serious turn.
Has there ever been anything that someone would consider inappropriate that's happened
Maybe how we
between
hug and how
you
we,
and her?
Maybe how we hug, like she'll hug, and I guess from
Any type of kissing or anything like that someone might see? Okay.
I guess how we talk to him, I guess, basically. Someone heard it.
Okay.
So he said how we hug. He knows that it's more that's been done. But he said how we hug. And right now he doesn't want to admit to the kissing, but eventually he's going to admit to kissing on the cheek. Hold up. Now, why is the coach kissing the kid on the cheek? Because he got sick intentions.
That's why we're here. And like I said, Mr. Ford, I appreciate you speaking with me.
Oh, yes.
Right. And when I talk with people, I always, I want to be honest because I'm always looking for honesty. Right. And I know right now you're not quite being 100% honest with me. Talk to me. We're here for a reason.
I know.
We're both adults.
Like we never, I've never done nothing with her.
Okay. No, when you say nothing, what does that mean?
No sexual stuff whatsoever.
Okay.
Hug and kiss on the cheek like I kiss all of them on the cheek. Like, hug, you all right? You good?
Mm-hmm.
That's that.
He just said that he never kissed her, but now he's gradually admitting he kissed her on the cheek. He knew what he was doing the whole time, man. These are grown men. If a grown man is eager and happy to deal with a child that isn't theirs, you gotta watch him, man. Straight up. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, I'm not putting myself in a situation at all. But these type of people got intentions. This is why they do that. Because they're looking at the kid on a whole nother level.
Okay. So you don't think there's going to be anything or evidence of anything any different?
As far as, I mean, we probably, me and text, me probably text a little more. She'll ask how I'm doing, ask how she doing, act like I ask all of them. Yeah, you good? I check on them.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Do you ever let anyone else use your cell phone?
Oh yeah, I let kids have my phone all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, and that's what I want to talk a little bit about.
Yes,
Okay.
kids have my phone all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Is your phone password protected?
It is, but once I get there, I open it, and because Coach Ford, I can use your phone. I
Okay.
use my phone.
Now, James admits to kissing students on the cheek and says he regularly lets students use his phone. Let's continue.
Okay. So, like when you're in school, you say you unlock your phone and you'll hand it to the kids to use. Okay. Is there any reason why maybe they might pretend to be you?
It's a few boys like it.
Mm-hmm.
And like they mentioned, like, hey, she always run Coach Ford. Why do all the girls always run Coach Ford?
Yeah. Do any of these kids ever take your phone home at nighttime?
No.
Okay. So that would be like a school hour, typical day text. Okay. So you know there's text messages at night between you and Kennedy.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take them. We text. Like I'll text all the girls.
It says, I did observe text between James and the victim. Tell me, LOL, now, you want to come give me a hug and a kiss before I go? Did you leave? Sitting in my truck. You finna come out. Come on, man. Come on, man. Dude out of pocket. All way out of pocket. Come on, man. They put these type of dudes in position around kids and they take advantage of it. Straight sicko.
Okay. We have to talk about that.
Okay, that's fine.
That's why we're here.
Okay.
I'm not trying to trip you up. None of that. Okay.
I'm completely honest with you.
And I think you know where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to know how did we get there?
That I don't know. Man,
Because she's a child. Right?
I'm being too friendly with them.
Yeah.
I'm being too friendly. Like, I don't want to say it. Like, I help with grandmother consent. I help them pay for her to get an abortion. Like, stuff I shouldn't be doing. Like, I'm just too nice.
Hold up. He just admitted that he helped her pay for an abortion. Did he have her pregnant? Was he the one that got her pregnant? There are young girls that's fast. But when they fast, you got to stay away from them. But this guy had his eyes on her. And he preyed on her and played himself. Straight to jail.
Yeah, that's way too nice.
That's what I'm saying.
You can put yourself in predicaments, and that's kind of
where I'm at
you've gotten yourself into a predicament.
Yes, and I've never been in no trouble whatsoever with 43 years old, sir.
Because I have all of the text messages between you and starting from February of last year.
Okay.
You and I both know it's in those text messages.
Yeah.
Police said an interview with the alleged victim uncovered more disturbing details, including that the pair had been texting for about a year. But that's not all.
Oh, yeah. Stuff, yeah. Like, I've sent her songs and verses and...
Okay.
Yeah.
And what else?
Just, like, I've never sent no pictures. Well, I mean, no.
You have.
Well, like my birthday stuff and like I've sent all the kids. Stuff like that, but nothing explicit.
Okay.
So,
I don't believe him. You telling her to meet you at the Waffle House and, you know, you're meeting up with the kid outside of school, man. You're on bad intentions. Your mind is somewhere else where it shouldn't be. And I don't think this is his first time doing this. I think this is what he did. He preyed on the youngins.
Yeah.
Take your time. If you need to take a drink, you can.
Oh, I'm good, right?
Okay. What about the sexually explicit conversations between
Oh,
you?
the song verses? That I shouldn't have, yeah.
They're not all song
What song
verses. Listen, I know some songs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're not all song verses,
Yes.
are they?
Not all of them.
Okay. So talking about, wanting to taste her and.
Well, that was a song verse of Trick Daddy. So.
Okay.
And she replied with the no, but I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just started laughing. But yes, I shouldn't have said some of the stuff I'm saying. Like, even at the school, I shouldn't be saying some of the stuff I be saying because I'm just so comfortable around them.
Yeah.
And just.
And what about, because I think you've developed some feelings for her, is what it looks like.
It's like I said, from the outside in.
In the text,
From the outside in. From looking at
You'll
outside.
obey, you're going to take care of her, she's your baby girl.
Oh, yeah, I call all of my baby girls. Like, I'm a baby girl. That one's a baby girl. It's just something I say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to talk to you about an incident that occurred at outside of the Waffle House. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about that?
She told me where she was. I went out to make sure she was okay.
Okay.
Because of her birthday.
You heard that right. James admits to meeting up with the student, who told police they had met in person at least twice before his arrest.
And she was just talking about all the problems, and I said, "You good, okay?" And whatever, we talked for a little bit, and she left. Then when she got home, I said, "Are you good? You okay? Do you want to finish this tomorrow?" She said, "No."
Okay. So during that text message, can you take yourself back to that text message to where you eventually y'all met up? You ended up driving to the Waffle House after telling her to go to the Waffle House. Was
No,
that
but she
right?
told. Well, I think yeah.
Okay, because I think you were at the Wawa, and then she was somewhere else. Y'all had probably like just left school or something like that. A game, maybe.
No, it was a birthday dinner.
A birthday dinner. Okay. So, where was she at the Waffle House? Like
She was parked.
Once y'all met.
Oh, she was parked by the sign.
Okay. Did she stay in her car or
No,
something
we got out and
different? Okay. Did she get into your truck?
Well, no, she opened the door and there, like, opened the door
Okay.
and sat in like this, got out, came around, talked, gave her a hug, and
Okay. Mr. Ford, I'm asking you to be honest.
I'm being honest. I mean, we didn't do anything.
Did she offer to do something to you?
She
Now listen to this part right here. He knows that they've been doing stuff for a minute. And he admits, but trying to sugarcoat it up. It says, I advised that I was aware she had written a statement about something that happened, became visibly upset, and begin to cry. I assured her that she wasn't in any trouble, stated the football coach, who she confirmed was Ford, had asked her to be his Valentine, and the two then began to talk over text message and on the phone, and advised this began after her older brother transferred to Vanguard in January of last year, 2024. Advised her and James then began to see each other outside of school around the beginning of the school year, August 2024. Stated James initially began hanging out with her and her cousin, who she stated was also James' goddaughter. You see this now, right? It's the people that are close to people that are close to people. The goddaughter was her friend. So he was preying on the goddaughter's friend. It says, advised that eventually just her and James would meet up for food at places like Chipotle, Chili's, and Beef O'Brady's. When asked if anything else happened when just her and James would meet, she stated he would kiss her on the lips, and stated James had also kissed her at school one day inside the locker room. Come on now. It says, and then asked if anything else happened between her and James. She began to visibly shake and start crying. Hold up. It says, dislike that sometimes in September, of last year, she met James at the Waffle House on SR 200 one night, and she entered James' vehicle when she performed oral sex on James. Stated during the incident, James did not have anything on penis and denied any other incidents of sexual conduct between her and James. Sick bastard, man.
And not until that.
Sick bastard.
Saying it, but she didn't just come out and say whatever, but you can tell, like, you know how to read between the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, at that time in that incident, okay, did she perform oral sex on you?
She tried. She almost did.
She almost did? What does that look like? Walk me through that.
She said, okay, let me start it, and no.
Okay.
Hold up. Dude should have knew that the cop already knew what was going on. The man said that this child started giving him oral and then stopped. You was meeting her to try to get her. So you knew it was going to happen and you wasn't stopping her. You preyed on this situation and you went all the way through with that. But now you trying to say that she started and stopped as if that wasn't wrong? As if that's not a crime? Yeah, man, these type of dudes that be real nice and they willing to, yeah, I'll take her here. Yeah, I'll do this. It's even these type of dudes that do it with little boys too. You got to pay attention and watch out for them people that be, so happy to, oh, I'll do it. Yeah, no, they can come with me. They can stay at my house and I'm going to get them this. And man, hold up. Why are you doing all this? What's the purpose? Go donate to the Salvation Army or somewhere that needs help. You don't have to personally build a relationship because something's on your mind if you want to personally build like a relationship with a kid that you don't know. And that's how I see it.
So would know, like, did the act begin and then it was...
It started to begin, but then I had to, because I'm like, you're a child.
You stopped it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And would you say that's the only sexual conduct that
yes.
you had with her?
Yes.
Okay. And then, I know we had talked a little bit before about, was there some kissing and stuff? Maybe one time, like in the locker room?
No.
Something happened with...
Locker room? We're never alone with those girls in the locker rooms.
Okay.
There's always a coach there there's always somebody there.
The student also allegedly told investigators the two had kissed in that same locker room, where James says staff is never alone with the girls. Next, the 43-year-old has some questions for the detective.
How can I know where this is going with am I going to get booked for?
You are going to be placed under arrest.
And this is going to be it's
going to be a sex offense involving a minor.
minor. So I have to register and all that now.
But it's going to depend on where it all goes.
No.
But potentially, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, that's fine. Will I lose my job? Like, I'm going to be booked over.
The man just asked, am I going to lose my job? Now, this happened at your job. You were able to do this because of your job. You were put in a position of trust. And your job is where this occurred at. And you asking, am I going to lose my job? Damn right you going to lose your job. They might even sue the school. You were put in a position of trust. Straight creep, man. You gotta watch out.
Weekend, right?
You'll go in, you'll have a no bond because it's a no bond initially. But when you see the judge in the morning at first appearance, the judge will give you a bond at that time.
Moments later, James appears to show concern for one person's opinion of his alleged crime, his mother's.
I don't know if you have. Go ahead.
But no, my mother, well, yeah, she will. Now, will y'all release all this information to her, or is something I would tell her?
I think you should tell her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell your mom.
No.
You're an adult.
Yeah.
So you got it. Your business is your business,
Yes.
right? It's not for me to tell. It's not like you're a child and I'm gonna report to
No,
your
will these
mom.
girls get in any kind of trouble, any kind of way?
What do you think they should get in trouble for? Talk to me about that.
Basically being inappropriate with me.
Do you hear this? He was worried about his mother being told, because he wants to lie to his mother and say it a certain way. And then he turns around and says that the kid should get in trouble for being inappropriate with him when he was telling them to meet up at certain places. These are the type of people that you gotta watch out for. Crazy.
And being too close.
No, you're a dad, right?
That's the bad thing.
You're a dad.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. You said you have a son, and he's same age?
17.
17? So let's role reverse.
I would,
okay?
yes.
I just want you to kind of see it from a different point of view. Would you want your son? Do you think that your son should be held accountable for behaviors when there's an adult that clearly had a lapse of judgment as an adult, and in my eyes, took advantage of a child?
Man, I don't see this as a lapse of judgment. I see this as a decision that he had already planned and executed. This is not a lapse of judgment. I'm sure she's saying this to keep him comfortable, but in my eyes, this is not a lapse of judgment. This is a decision that he had already put in his mind once he encountered her. And he probably noticed that she was fast and said that he was going to try this and got caught.
I see what you're saying.
Right? So would it be fair for them to get into trouble?
No, not really.
Or should have Mr. Ford said, this isn't right.
This isn't right.
I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Right? You're a mentor. You told me you're a mentor for kids.
Yep.
That's why I'm just wondering what happened. Nice young man. You got a good job.
And that's what I'm afraid of, losing
There's
everything.
a lot of women out here.
Yep, that's what I'm afraid of, losing everything.
Yeah.
All the women in the world. He could have went and got him something in his 20s. He could have went and got a woman in her 20s if he wanted to get something that was younger than him. But he went for a baby, though. And that there lets you know that that's where his mind has been at. This wasn't something that he just started. And some of these type of people, they go get those jobs for that specific reason. And I gotta be real. Some of these type of people will go get a job around the babies because they got in their mind, what if they get one? You gotta be mindful.
Which is could possibly be what might happen. My
Potentially,
job.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not a good situation to be in.
Yeah, it's not with kids.
No.
And I've been coaching in this for years.
Yeah. So I know we have I'm gonna end up writing a search warrant on your cell phone. Okay. Am I gonna find anything else with?
No.
Any other juveniles, minors?
No.
Nothing else like that is going to be anywhere?
I can go ahead and search it now. No.
Okay. All right. So you want to give consent to search your phone?
My consent means I'm telling you to, but if not, you have her.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to sign a consent form, we'll get you sign the consent form and we can do that. If not, we just write a search warrant on it and go from there.
And that'll take how long?
It depends. It depends on how much data is on your phone. Right now, it'll be seized as evidence anyway.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No
question. So if I get found out tomorrow, I'm not able to take my phone?
No, sir.
You're not going to be able to erase the stuff. And he knows there's more stuff in the phone. See, they got the text messages from the girl. They got all the messages from her. And it's probably other young girls that he was texting as well, because he said all of them used to text his phone and, you know, he was a mentor. Nah, you wasn't a mentor. You was a predator. You was preying on them youngins. You wasn't mentoring. You was acting. You acted like you was helping them, but at the same time, you had another thing in your mind.
Now, how would... Yeah, I kind of... I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and we'll do this. I'll just write a search warrant on it. That way it's easier. It's, you know, we'll get it knocked out that way. Because it will be held pending the case, because it's evidentiary, so we can't get rid of it. Because, like I said, those text messages obviously were coming from your cell phone. Yeah, from you to her. So that's just part of the case, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay? Okay. You need anything right now?
Excuse me.
You're good. Okay.
No question. I'm able to call my mother, or do I get a call? Or?
Yeah, you can call your mom. And if you want, I'll bring my phone in, put it on speakerphone. You can call mom here. It's up to you. Or you can call her at the jail.
I mean, am I calling at both places?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let you call.
43 years old. Know that you done messed up. Messing with them babies. And you saying, I want to call my mom. How you going to explain that? Come on now. Ain't no explaining that. You could have made better judgment. At 43 years old, listen, those was your intentions. You know, probably one of those guys that be looking at child porn and, you know, a whole bunch of extra crazy stuff on their phone. Because he's real comfortable right here, for real, in a situation where you know there's evidence, you're going to be convicted, you're going to go on a registry, and he's real comfortable like, hey, man, what I'm going to just have to register? I think this is a behavior from a person that's done this in the past. It's just this time he got caught.
Think about it.
Oh, yeah, well, I want to call her, but I want to talk
Sure.
over the phone. Tell her.
Understandably.
I just want to call her.
I'd want to talk to my mom too, so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would love to call her.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Was it worth it though? Was it worth it though? Like, that shit is goofy. You put in a position where as though you're around the youngins, and that shit ain't worth it, man. Now you look like a goofy for the rest of your life for something that you could have avoided. But this is what he wanted to do.
James was reportedly fired from his position shortly after his arrest and banned from campus. The detective gives the suspect some time alone before returning to reveal his fate.
I'm honest with you, and I want you to be honest with me. You know, where we're at, and unfortunately, this is
Where is that?
where it's at. Yeah. So hopefully, you know.
Now I have a question. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get booked. Now, do I register? I'm having to register as a...
So that would be after, like, if there's any type of conviction or something like
After
that.
my court date.
Could it potentially? Well, that would be like at the end when it's
What
over.
you mean at the end? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So when the case commences, so when the case
When
ends,
it's over.
when it's over. So whether the state decides to, move forward, file the charges, depending on if they offer you a plea deal, if you decide you want to have your day in trial, you take it to trial.
Oh.
At the very end.
Like I see on TV.
Yeah, is when they would decide, are you going to be a registered
So what are my
sex
charges? What
offender?
are they called?
So you're going to be charged with unlawful sexual activity with a minor,
Mm-hmm.
okay? You're going to be charged with the authoritative figure because you were in an authoritative figure role as a coach at the school.
Uh-huh.
You're also going to be charged with travel to meet a minor for sex on the...
Oh, that's going to be on mugshot?
It's going to be listed on your charges, yes.
Yeah, I'm so much. Wow.
And then misuse of the two-way communication device to facilitate a felony.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh, so this is a felony?
they're all felonies.
They're all... Damn, I might lose my job. Well, I mean, I ain't I'm not like she's my mother's. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, just based off of everything we have in the phone, the statements, the sexual conduct and activity with each other, it's, so that's where we are. Okay.
Yeah, I think
James was booked for unlawful sexual activity with a minor, offenses against students by an authority figure, traveling to meet a minor for illegal sexual conduct, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device to facilitate a felony. Court records show prosecutors later dropped the communication charge, while James pleaded not guilty to the remaining charges. He's expected back in court this fall.
don't know how this happened, but we're here now. Like I said, just gotta pray. And
Yeah.
first offense, and this is what it is. I would rather be having a dope charge.
Yeah. Than kids, I know. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a fun thing, I'll tell you.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Mr. Ford, let me get that paperwork
ma'am.
done
Thank
so
you
we can
so-
get you out of here,
thank
okay?
you so much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That right there. No, man. Dude know what he was doing, man. He know what he was doing, man. And he was trying to be slick. Got caught. And that's on your record forever. Yeah, you can try to get a pardon over and over. They don't want to pardon you for that. Yeah, you a predator. You out there praying. And you had a position of power to help the youth. And you used it for your desires of sickness. Yeah. So, dude is innocent until proven guilty, but he's admitted. He's admitted already. So, that right there lets you know he's guilty. Yeah. Once he said that he was texting and they was kissing and hugging and then they met up and they did some stuff in the car. Like, man. But these guys are everywhere, man. Yeah, these guys are everywhere and they don't care. Some of these type of dudes get caught and still do the same exact thing. Some of these dudes get caught and still do the same exact thing because this is their fetish. Yeah. But dude's gonna definitely be found guilty of something. We don't know what the prosecution, if they're gonna give him a plea deal, but they're gonna definitely get him to register because he had the young girl doing some old extra shit, man. Crazy, man. And she could have been fast. But as an adult, it's your responsibility to make sure you don't do it. But he wanted to do it. So this is why he did it. And I know it's some young girls out there that are fast. And, you can see it. You see certain things, as a man, a grown adult, you tell yourself, yo, go ahead, man, go ahead with that. You don't embrace that. Them young girls out there, they want to give you a hug and all that stuff. Nah, don't keep hugging on me. As an adult, you gotta do that. Yo, man, nah. Cause you don't know what them young girls be thinking about. They be hot, they be wanting to do certain things, and they want to move ahead of their time because of certain things that they seen. So as an adult, you gotta be the responsible person. Straight up. And say, yeah. Tell on them. Yo, man, I see this youngin' doing this. I see him doing that. You tell on them. Yeah. To cover yourself. But this situation here was something that I can see that he wanted, maybe even initiated it. I can see that. I can see him saying things to her because he might have seen her looking at him. I can see him initiating everything. But either or, if he initiated or not, it was his responsibility to not do what we just heard. Yeah. Man, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button and share this video. That was crazy, man. Yeah, chat. Let me know what you guys think about that in the chat, though, man. Do you think it was him, or do you think the child came on to him? Do you think from hearing him talk about it, he was the person that initiated this? Even though he's wrong regardless, but there is some young girls out there that are fast. But the way that I hear from him, it was like this was his MO. Straight up. Yeah, he groomed her and brought her stuff. Yes, he did. Thinking about holidays and things like that. He's paid for her to get an abortion. Like, hold up. He paid for her to get an abortion. Wow. And to think about this, right? She had to go with a parent, right? I don't think they let kids go without a parent and get an abortion, do they? I don't know how that works. Maybe somebody might know how that works, but I don't think they allow them to go without a parent. So the parent had to go, or do you think he pretended to be the parent and took her? Because that one there is wicked, He's saying that he paid for an abortion for her. Wow. Yeah, you said he initiated it, but these young girls now, days beyond fast. Yeah. Thank you for covering this topic, DZ. Sadly, it's not who initiates, it's the finisher. It's not a sin to get tempted, but following through with the actions. I really hope no one's going to say that it's the child's fault. If someone says they're weird, shaking my head. Yeah. In no way around it, he was at fault regardless. This sounds like something you said, live, you off the hook. Yeah, man. Yeah, I came across that today, and I wanted to put that up there, man. I came across that one. I said, damn, that was crazy. Like, man, it's the people that be put in position that you got to worry about. Them people that be eager to do things. You know, they want to take the kid by themselves and I'll do this for them and I'll take care of that. Like, hold up. What are you talking about? Why are you so anxious to do for this kid? Like, come on now. Yeah. Little girl at that. And it could be a little boy too, but little girl at that. Like, what are you so anxious for, man? Straight up. And I gotta say this, right? Just being real. Some women be naive and they allow the kids to go around people like this. You know, I gotta be real. Some women, they just be naive, man. And they allow the kid to go around people. You got somebody like him talking about, yeah, I'm going to take him here and I'm going to take him there. And some women be like, go ahead, you can take him. Like, hold up. What are you doing there? You can take her. What are you doing, man? You don't know this, bro. Oh, nah, they cool. Yeah, they been there. That's just the coach at school. They don't mean no harm. They just want to look out. You know, they did this, they did that. And then turn around and they give the parents some money. Yeah, I'm going to look out for you. You need anything. Oh, yeah, he just doing this. Like, it's a reason. What's the reason, though? Straight up. What's the reason? And that's the type of stuff that, you know, come to my mind. What's the reason? Why are you so anxious, you know, to do whatever you trying to do? But yeah, I think some of the parents that allow their kids to go with people like this definitely help the person do what they trying to do. Instead of saying, nah, you're not going. You're not going. I don't care. You're not going with them. Man, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Smash the like button. And hit that subscribe button too. Yeah. Hit that subscribe button, man. Smash the like button. You know, I appreciate all y'all, man. Let me see here.
We're still digesting.
SNL coffin and Idaho murder. Let me see here. Yeah, man. I'm just checking out something here. True behind plea deal. Kohlberger took a plea. That guy that unalived those 4 people in Idaho, he pled guilty. That dude was definitely weird. Let me see. Yeah, that dude was definitely weird. Cassie, dude said Cassie only gave him chlamydia. I thought he said it was more than that. I caught in that video that I seen today that the dude said Cassie only gave him chlamydia. I ain't going for that. You know, he was saying a lot more than that, but I guess that's probably the part of the clip that he put out. It's probably going to be more to that clip that she gave more than chlamydia. Like, but this is what he's saying. Then he said he wore a condom after that. Like, come on, man. Diddy was paying you to do it butt naked. Straight up. Diddy was paying you to do it butterball butt naked. Straight up. He said, yeah. He said, let me see here. You said, how do you feel about Troy Ave? I made a video on that earlier. I told you how I feel. I feel like he's a liar. I feel like he's a clout chaser. I feel like he went out there chasing the clout and they lied about something that never happened. You know, he said, Mike Pena, he sure has. I think the mother has something to do with it. That kidnapping has gotten interesting. Let me see. What happened with the kidnapping? What kidnapping y'all talking about? What happened? What kidnapping? Woman escapes seduction. Is it this one right here? Update father, 7-year-old kidnapped boy that was found caught in a vehicle running in the house. What is it? Is that what y'all talking about? The 7-year-old kid that was kidnapped, boy that was found in the house? Is that what y'all talking about? Wisconsin with the kid. Let me see. You said, who got arrested today? Who got arrested today? Let me see, hold on. I ain't hear that. Yeah, I ain't hear that one. Yeah, I ain't hear nothing about no Cassie getting arrested. Somebody tripping. He said the one is in Milwaukee about the 7-year-old. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Samuel. Let's see. It says a Wisconsin boy found safe after reporting kidnapped 7-year-old boy. Let me see what it say. Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see what it say, y'all. Critical missing 7-year-old.
Needs your help finding a missing boy last seen in a white SUV. Take a look at your screen. This is 7-year-old Jamal White. Police say he was last seen around 7 o'clock tonight near 61st and Houston Street. That's near Good Hope Road. Again, last seen in a small white SUV, a Jeep Renegade. Not clear if this is an abduction. We're working to get that information. 12 News' Emily Pofall just arrived there to the scene. Emily, are police there right now?
They are, Blake. I want to show you. We're on 61st and Houston right now. I'm going to have my photographer zoom in. You can see that there are multiple police squad cars. We've seen detectives here on scene as well. Some of them going door to door looking for Jamal White. Again, you've seen him on your screen. He's about 4 feet tall. He's 7 years old. It's an urgent search for the 7-year-old right now. Milwaukee police saying that he's critically missing and last seen in a white SUV. We are working on getting in contact with family members and friends of the family to talk about what might have happened here, find out some more information. Again, not clear if this is an abduction at this point, but you can see from the police presence here that they are urgently looking for this little boy, Blake.
So they can't find him. Yeah, the Troy Ave situation was fake. It was fake, man. It was all cap. Yeah, man. That's what they hollering. They said it was all cap, man. He said new video show boy abducted at gunpoint. He's since been found safe. So they saying he been found safe, but I don't know why some sources are saying he been found safe. Has he been found safe, or they still looking for him? I'm trying to understand that. He said, can't fake a kidnapping with a 7-year-old. He gonna tell. I'm trying to see what was up with that. Let me see. Hold on.
But friends and family.
They got a video right here. This was 2 days ago. Let me see. Hold up. Let's see here what this say, y'all.
Point, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And Hannah, police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, it's like I still can't rest, because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on Saturday,
they got him, y'all.
Police recovered the boy in a home near 39th and Lloyd around 6 p.m. Saturday, 7 miles away from home.
We literally cannot thank the community enough, because I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for everybody just caring about this 7-year-old boy, we probably would not have found him.
Just a terrifying 24 hours. Hannah, police.
Man, she sound too like hold up.
Have yet to reveal.
She sound like, that ain't sound like concern, like, hold up. What you mean?
A motive.
Right, Blake, and same goes for the relationship, if any, between these suspects and Jamal's family. That family does tell me that Jamal is right now with Child Protective Services as this investigation continues for police. They are hoping to reunite with him soon.
All right, Hannah Hilliard live for us in Milwaukee tonight.
Yeah, that is crazy that is crazy though. They say, because I genuinely feel like if I wasn't for everybody just caring about this 7-year-old boy, that right there, hold up, man. It's a lot of plays going on, man. Was this a play though? I'm trying to see, man. Was this a play? Because they saying they got the kid back. Was this a play? Because what I'm seeing with this internet now, it's like a lot of stunts that's going on for clout. Like, hold up. It's like a lot of stunts going on for clout. Everybody want this attention. Like, damn. And they willing to go through, drastic measures to get the attention. And it's making it He said, pull up updates from today. Let me see. And it's making it where as though it's like you get numb to it. Like, man, is this a play? Like, is it real? Well, you know, normally you would be like, man, what's going on? What's happening? Let's see. Hey, hold up. Yeah, normally you like, man, what's going on? What's popping? Is this real? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Milwaukee. I'm trying to see now. I can't. I'm trying to see, y'all. Let me see. I know, right? You can't trust everything we see so easy. Clout is a hell of a drug. Like, yo, it's crazy. He said they are holding the mother and the brother. Let me see. Let me see. Hold up. They said they reunited. Let's see. They said mother abducted. Hold on. Uncle of abducted Milwaukee boy charged. What they say here?
Car driving slowly.
Hold up. Hold up. What they say here, y'all? What they say here?
In court today, the uncle of the Milwaukee boy taken from his home, sparking a statewide Amber Alert. Prosecutors say 27-year-old Jamel White fired several shots at a car driving slowly right near the family home at 61st and Eustis the day after 7-year-old Jamal White was abducted. Police found the little boy safe on Saturday. According to the criminal complaint, White told investigators he shot at the car because, quote, he was scared for his family and he hid the gun behind the house in a wooded area. A father and son in that car were not hit. They claim they were trying to help in the search for the missing boy.
You allegedly were shooting at this car that was occupied by two people and did not hit the car at all. At all. So even if you were defending yourself, you didn't even make contact with the people that you were supposed to defending yourself from.
The commissioner set White's cash bond at $20,000.
Man, what's going on with these jokers, man? What's going on with Milwaukee, man? What the hell's going on with Milwaukee? This is the uncle of the boy, and he start looking at the car. Like, damn. You see. Speaks out to defend himself. He said somebody speaks out. Like, what the hell? Parents charged. Like, Milwaukee going crazy. Let me see. Hold up. I'm trying to see. Hold up. I'm trying to see. I mean, yeah, this is crazy. Mother of a 7-year-old kid. Yeah, this is crazy. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't see the update with the mom. Yeah, I don't see that one, man. Yeah, I don't see that one. He said that was a GoFundMe play. He said the uncle was needed for the gym teacher. Bail only $20,000. I guess they say they made it $20,000 because They think nobody gonna have the money to bail him out. Like, hold up. Let me see Amber Alert. Let me see update. There you go.
Breaking news, and it's good news.
This is, see, family to sell you at gunpoint. Yeah, I'm trying to see. Hold up. Let me see.
Tonight, that 7-year-old boy who was critically missing earlier today has been found. Jamal White, who you see right here in these photos, was missing since Friday night after Milwaukee police say he was kidnapped at gunpoint. Family and community members spent the day searching for him, and this evening gathered near 39th and Lloyd, where family says Jamal was found safe.
Wondering if he was going to make it out alive, you know. Am I ever going to see my mom again?
Our Kaylee Starro was there and spoke with the family and searchers tonight and joins us now with their reaction to the news that Jamal is okay.
Cheers from behind the crime scene tape.
We all got to see him. We all got to say we love you. He seen we all was there.
For a moment, Raven Jackson and Nikki Harrington got to see their 7-year-old cousin Jamal White for the first time since he went missing Friday night near 61st and Eustis.
We've all had trouble sleeping, eating. Baby J is very precious to us.
Milwaukee police say Jamal was kidnapped at gunpoint and put into a white Jeep that sped off.
Just to think about what he may have been going through.
TMJ4 obtained doorbell footage that some viewers may find disturbing. It shows Jamal ride past on a bike, and moments later, you can hear his screams. It's those screams that brought dozens of people from across Wisconsin to Milwaukee to help search.
I came down as a dad. When I heard that boy was calling for his daddy, as a father, I came. I just came right away.
Many of the people pictured here spent Saturday knocking on doors and handing out flyers.
As a mom, the worst nightmare is to have your kid come up missing. That is the worst nightmare.
That search ended near 39th and Lloyd Saturday evening, where police were seen outside of this home.
He looked at us and we said, "You okay, cousin?" And he said, "Yeah."
A family on the other side of caution tape receiving good news as the Amber Alert for Jamal White was canceled.
Baby J hit home for a lot of people. He's an innocent child. He's 7 years old. It could be anybody's child.
Jamal's family tells me he was taken to the hospital to get checked out. As for who's responsible, neighbors tell me they did see someone get arrested. We have reached out to police for more information, and we will bring you that as soon as we learn more. Reporting in the newsroom.
So they said they seen somebody get arrested. I'm trying to see about the mom. I'm trying to see if I see something about that. Let me see. Amber Alert delay for abducted.
So even though Jamal was found and is safe, there's still a piece of you that feels Milwaukee police dropped the ball, specifically in terms of the Amber Alert?
Yes, specifically in terms of the Amber Alert.
Concern mounting on Monday, 2 days after an Amber Alert for missing child Jamal White was canceled. The 7-year-old found safe near 39th and Lloyd in Milwaukee after police say he was abducted at gunpoint on Friday night.
The footage, if anybody has seen it, was gripping. It was heartbreaking.
Doorbell footage provided by Jamal's family shows the moment a white Jeep SUV believed to be the suspect's vehicle drives past. Moments later, you hear Jamal's cries for help.
You heard a child screaming for his father.
The video quickly made the rounds on social media.
My immediate reaction was, where's my Amber Alert? If this happened just 2 hours ago, where is my Amber Alert?
One viewer asking TMJ4 News, can you find out why it took them 4 hours for an Amber Alert, please? The city wants answers. Jamal was reported missing by family at around 7 p.m. on Friday. On Monday, Milwaukee police told me they requested an Amber Alert from the Department of Justice at around 9:22 p.m. that night, after an investigation to gather all the information necessary to make that request. The Amber Alert was issued just before midnight, more than 2 hours later. The DOJ website says in order for an alert to be issued, an abduction of a child 17 or younger must take place, and that child is determined to be in danger of serious injury or death, and there must be enough descriptive information about the victim and the abduction for police to believe an Amber Alert could help find the child.
All of these were met when it was reported that he was taken by gunpoint.
Lorian worries the lack of urgency she witnessed in Jamal's case is part of a bigger problem.
We know that, as you said, it took almost 5 hours to release that Amber Alert. And what we're witnessing, there is a term for it, and it's called missing white child syndrome.
She's calling for a review of protocols and for transparency, saying Jamal's Amber Alert should have came faster.
For anybody that doesn't know, 75% of all child abduction tragedy happens within the first 3 hours of the tragedy. Our children shouldn't be less protected because of the color of their skin.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Ryan Jenkins, TMJ4 News.
Boy, police say was found safe after being abducted over the weekend is now charged, but not with the boy's disappearance.
Prosecutors say 27-year-old Jamel White fired shots on Houston Street Saturday, right where the boy was taken. They say while a person was helping look for the boy on Saturday, White fired shots at their car. That person called 911, and local journalists working in the area told police they also saw him shooting. When police finally arrived, they found White and say he told them he was scared for his family. No one was injured in the shooting. Many questions in this case remain unanswered. The 25-year-old man arrested has not been charged, and we're still wondering exactly why there was a delay in issuing that Amber Alert on Friday.
And for some perspective on that, let's bring in Stephanie Quirk, who learned about the process of meeting criteria for an Amber Alert.
A chilling moment captured on doorbell video Friday on Houston Street, where police say a 7-year-old boy was taken at gunpoint around 7 p.m. Milwaukee police issued a critical missing alert just before 9:30. Then, hours later, an Amber Alert at midnight.
We've been crying off and on, just worrying if we're going to find him alive.
While family says they're thankful for his safe return Saturday, they also question why it took several hours before an Amber Alert was issued.
From start to finish of when we first get on scene to the point where we determine that there is an Amber Alert required, there can be some delay.
Lieutenant Joshua Hecker with the Kenosha Police Department says while every department is different, they all must go through a similar process in order to meet the criteria for an Amber Alert.
Serious situation where we may need to get an Amber Alert out to the public, those officers would contact a supervisor.
He says the supervisor then has to send a form to the hub of Amber Alerts in Wisconsin.
Then we determine through those communication lines whether or not an Amber Alert, the criteria is met. If it is, then Dane County will send that information out to the state.
Hecker says although the process can take quite some time, there is a reason.
It may be because we just hadn't been able to get to where we needed to be in order to meet the criteria for an actual Amber Alert. That doesn't mean that we're not actively trying to locate that child.
Stephanie Quirk, Fox 6 News.
Thank you, Stephanie. And MPD says charges against the 25-year-old man arrested will be referred to the district attorney's office. As of now, no charges have been filed.
Although 7-year-old Jamal White is now safe,
they got him, y'all.
There are still unanswered questions, including who exactly was responsible for abducting him Friday night. Milwaukee police now saying they arrested a 25-year-old man near 39th and Lloyd, the same place where Jamal had been located Saturday. Police telling 12 News that 25-year-old was arrested in connection with Jamal's abduction, which triggered a statewide Amber Alert just before midnight Friday.
We don't have any information to give to say, this is what happened and that what happened.
Doorbell camera footage from Friday showing that moment near 61st and Eustis. A small child can be seen riding a bicycle before a white Jeep Renegade turns around, following the young boy. Jamal's aunt telling 12 News that 4 masked men holding guns took the boy.
Pass out flyers. We are passing out flyers everywhere. Post it on your social media.
The next day, family organizing a frantic search along 61st and Eustis, even offering a $50,000 reward for Jamal's safe return. In the middle of that search, they got a call.
What? He where? And we just pulled up. It was just like, I don't know. I'm happy.
Oh my Lord, they got him. That's him.
They got him.
Family now happy to have Jamal back, but still awaiting more answers.
What happened is he's home, he's safe, and whatever happened, we're glad that he's here and he's alive.
The entire city so relieved Jamal is safe. TJ Dysart joining us now live from the newsroom. TJ, do we know if any other arrests have been made?
Well, Cyria, you'll remember Jamal's aunt says she saw 4 masked men with guns come out of that Jeep Renegade. We've asked Milwaukee police if any other arrests have been made in connection with the abduction, but have not yet heard back. We do know, however, that white Jeep Renegade seen in that doorbell video was located by police.
And we will keep asking those questions. TJ Dysart reporting for us. Thank you, TJ.
I'm trying to see if I see something about the mom. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I see something about the mom. Found there at 39th Street. I think they said it happened on 61st Street or something like that. Hold up. Yeah, let me see if I can see something about the mom. I'm trying to see if I see something about the mom. So the uncle was charged with busting the shots. Let me see. Mother arrested. I don't see the mom arrested. Yeah, I don't see that one. There. Yeah, I don't see that one. 13. Yeah, I don't see that one. And you know, I'm thinking the news would have had that. I see some people in the chat said that the mom got arrested, but I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. Nah. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, hold up. Let me see where it said arrested. Yeah, I don't see nothing about the mom. 7-year-old boy. I don't see nothing about the mom getting arrested. I don't know. You know, people on YouTube, they do be like jumping to conclusions. Some people. Like, I would think if the mom got arrested, we would have seen that. Definitely, they would have put that out there. Much as they put out there about the boy, they would have put that out there ASAP. Yeah. Straight up. If you haven't already smashed the like button, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I think if the mom would have got locked up, they would have definitely had that out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't y'all think so? You know, people come up with their own, like, you know, reason why they think, but did they show like a clip? Yeah, because I don't see nothing. He said Siobhan Williams. All right. Let me type that in there. Let me type that in there and see what we get in there. I see when I see it, it's like it's YouTubers saying it. it ain't, it ain't coming from the news. It's like YouTubers saying it. So it's like, man, a lot of people be doing this content, like, if I don't see the news saying it, I ain't going for it. You know what I mean? I got to make sure I keep that in mind when it come to shit like this. Somebody being abducted and they done reported on it. Yeah, we know the news be lying. We write about that. The news be lying. But, some of the people that be doing content, they'll hype something up too. Because I typed it in and I see somebody saying arrested pending charges. But I don't see I don't see this. Yeah, somebody did a video, but I don't see it. Yeah. Word, like there's too much of the fake news. It's too much. I'm like, damn. So everybody want to come up with this fake ass story, and they want to, like And I'm seeing this crazy. I'm not that type of person, but a lot of people be making the content. They just come up with something. Like if something going on, they make a related story. All right, boom. And then you looking like, let me see. I see mother and 7-year-old. I see 2 people doing it. Yeah. I see 2 people saying it. But I don't see nothing from the news though. It's like, you know what I mean? He said Desiree Perez's daughter, they put the paper on her because she broke the gag order. He said, what you talking about, run the table? I hear Tasha K, she was talking about they shadow banned her on TikTok. Yeah. They said, she was talking about Desiree Perez. They shadow banned her on TikTok. Yeah, I see that one too as much. It's just, I see that one. But it's just, I know these, they be, I see this one. It's a lot of these, man, they be hitting it for the clicks, man. I pray I don't get like that, man. I don't want to get like that. I don't want to do that. Yeah. But the crazy thing is, they be getting views doing this. Like, they'd come up, put the story together, and then they start getting the views, man. Like, I just pray I don't get like that, man. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Let me see. Hold up. Now, if I look up the area, okay. Somebody sent me this. Charges pending. Okay. Now, somebody sent me this. Now, I got to see if I can go find where it's at. I need to be able to find where it's at. Let me see if I can find where it's at, though. That's what I need to find where it's at. Now, I see this. Somebody sent me something. Yeah, I see that. Yes, I do. I see this. Jamal mother's arrested, pending charges, currently being held without bail. I see that. Let me see. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like, I want to keep it solid. I don't want to do what these dudes is doing. I don't want to do that, man. Like, some dudes, they just be going all the way in. And you be like, damn, you come to find out, I try to be mindful. You know what I mean? If I would have been more mindful with that situation with Troy Ave, I would have never uploaded that. You know what I'm saying? I would have never uploaded with that. Let me see here. Okay. I see one of these other people that said it on Hollywood Unlocked. It's like, man, can I believe this shit? Let me see. Can you believe it? I'm going to show y'all this. Let me see. Let me see. Hollywood Unlocked. Can you believe it, though? Like, can you believe it? Let's be real. That's the only thing. Can you believe it? Let me see. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. All right. We going to go to that then. Okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Let me go to this right here. Somebody sent me something from Channel 2. I think this is Blessed Niger. She sent me this from Channel 2. I'm gonna put this up there in a second. Hold up. Yeah, we're gonna put this up there. Hold up. Hold up. We're gonna put this up there. Yes, we are. Let me see here. I know my allergies going off again, y'all. Straight up. I know my allergies going off again. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, I was trying to see if I can get it there. I might just gotta send this joint to my email. Let me see. Hold up. I might just gotta send this to my email. Then I probably can pull it up there easier. Yeah. I'll send it to my email. Make sure you hit that like button too. Let me see. Hold up. Channel 2. Hold up. Let me see if I can look that up there like that. Send this to my email. Let me see here. send this to my email, y'all. I'll pull this up here. It's a link on X. Hold on. Let me send it over here. Let me share the link over here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Hold up. I'm sharing it right now. Alright. Let's see what we got. Share the link. All this BS want to pop up. I can't stand them ads that pop up everywhere. I be wanting to get them out the way. Alright, this what we got here. I'm gonna pull it up. This what we got here. This what we got here. Hold up. Alright, mother of Jamal White Jr. Siobhan Williams arrested in connection with the son's abduction. Alright. Let's say authorities have arrested the parents of 7-year-old Jamal White Jr. after uncovering what they alleged was a staged kidnapping scheme aimed at fraudulently collecting donations through a GoFundMe campaign. So that's what they was on? So this is what they was on? Come on, man. They, like, yo, the clout has went to another level. The things that these jokers is doing for clout and attention and money, they went to a whole nother level. Like, you done had the police force looking everywhere, people, civilians looking everywhere, and this was all for a GoFundMe scheme? Hold up. It say the child's mother identified as 32-year-old Siobhan Williams, also known online as Paris Marie, and a man identified as Corey Williams, who shared her last name, have both been taken into custody. Like, hold up. Are you serious? According to law enforcement, the pair accused of orchestrating the child's disappearance to solicit public sympathy and financial support. Investigators allege that the plan involved false reporting Jamal's missing lunch and a fundraising campaign for the safe return, and then later staging his recovery. Like, what? Hold up. However, the plan unraveled when police located Jamal before the scheme could be fully carried out. Yo. What? Jamal was found safe by officers before any significant funds were withdrawn. Yo. See, they gonna make it bad for people that might want to help out with somebody in a situation. This is crazy. This is crazy. He said he is now reportedly in custody of Child Protective Services as the case continues to develop. Now the boy is in CPS care. Like, hold up. Now the boy is in CPS care. Now the boy's somewhere where he ain't comfortable. He don't know nobody. Like, Siobhan Williams was arrested just days after filing the missing person report. Charges are reportedly pending for both parents, and prosecutors are working in coordination with the child welfare authorities and cybercrime unit to assess the full scope of the incident, including any financial crimes. While some online sources claim that Corey Williams may have been the mastermind behind the alleged scheme, that these allegations have not been formally confirmed by police. The case has sparked outrage online, with many expressing disbelief at the lengths to which individuals may go to attempt to exploit public generosity. Like, yo, this is next level. This is next level, man. This is literally next level. This is next level. Authorities emphasize that staging a kidnapping is not only a serious criminal offense, but also undermines resources and trust in a system meant to protect vulnerable children. Furthermore, details will be released as the investigation progresses. Yo, this right here, this is goofy. Like, this is goofy, man. This is goofy. This is goofy. Like, literally, these people tripping. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. What's poppin', Blue Chicken?
What's up, baby? You talking about the little man, right? You talking about little man?
Yeah.
All right, well, now he in a place where don't nobody cater to his needs or how he eat. I'm not going to go in deep to it because we all know how what they call Child Protective Services do. They come in, snatch the children from homes that they shouldn't and leave the children in homes that they should pull them out of. But this one is a twist for me. This one right here, and I've been trying to follow it, but because mainstream media news isn't following it, it's hard to follow it. And what they're pulling out isn't all so right. I can say from what I've been following, the dad is not under scrutiny. I'm trying to figure out the mom.
I just put it up there. You ain't see, I just read everything.
Yeah, but I'm still just trying to say, because that's coming from the media and stuff. I'm still trying to say, just here in the United States of America, dealing with just certain names that Black families have, the Williams, the Johnsons, the Thompsons. Those names of nature are common as coming from just the plantation owners and things of that and other nature. So,
man, I ain't looking at it like that, Blue Chick. I'm looking at these dumb niggas. They done staged to get the kid to GoFundMe. You ain't hear what I just read about the GoFundMe stuff?
No, I heard you. So you're believing, because
I'm believing that they was out there, because I'm seeing everything as a play right now. I'm looking at everything as a play, and I'm looking at it like they did this for the GoFundMe. And
so the whole front yard was a stage for the GoFundMe to rack up to $50K, as they offered the $50K only to get it, and then knowing that the baby was going to be given back at any given time.
that's what I'm looking at it as. You know, I'm looking at it like that. And I think that's what it's going to come out to be. I think it's going to come out to be just that. They're going to end up admitting to what they did. The kid got found too fast. They found the kid, 30 blocks away. I think it happened on 60 or 20 blocks away. 61st Street it happened on. They found the kid on 39th Street.
Well, they said within less than 24 hours with the 50K going up, the baby was able to be found, correct?
They found the baby ASAP.
Allegedly. I'm going to put out allegedly because just allegedly. Okay, so then with that being said, then let's go another route. I can't see me just running off, leaving my child outside in the yard while I go inside and lock myself in protection, and I don't care about my granny.
So
my
now
granny
look at
say,
that.
go back out there. My granny will say, go back out there and go get that baby.
But
What
listen
the heck
to that though. Listen to that. Like, I mean, listen to it.
Preposterous. It's preposterous.
Listen to it. Like, come on, man. Like the dad ran off. They took the kid. You know what I mean? The kid didn't know what was going on. And, you know, these people allegedly did this so they can get money. Now the kid in CPS. Like, man, if this is what happened.
They would have gave the child back after sending it to the hospital and doing a medical investigation. After like about 4 to 5 hours, they would have really gave the baby back because the feds would have came in and held the baby for a little bit longer just to make sure, because they would have pulled DNA all off the baby. But if they did this for a play, Mr. Deasy, then this is the problem we have. But why would you do that? Because you're living above your means and you're willing to put your baby up. But I don't want to say that, I just don't want to say it because I don't want to see no parent putting a child up like that. But we see it every day, but it's done in different measures. But if this is the measure that you took, then shame on you and that baby, because that baby was screaming for dear life. That was a death-curling scream that baby was giving out, Mr. Deasy.
Yeah.
And no one should subject their child.
This was a play. This was a play, Blue Chicken. This was a play, baby. This is a play. This is all a play.
I'm all in with you.
Yeah,
then
this
you
is a
shouldn't
play.
be using your child for that.
Yeah, this is a play. I'm calling it how I see it, and I see this was a play. And you know, now that I see everybody doing all this goofy shit on the internet, this what they doing. So what it's doing is it's taking away people having sympathy for these situations because too many people are doing it. And it's like, you know, the signs is there. When something happened, they rush and put the GoFundMe up. The dad or the whoever it was runs to the opposite direction. You know, it's like in the mom's energy when they question her, it didn't seem like she was overwhelmed or concerned that much. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm like, man, this shit is like all a play. Everybody wants to run these games for money and different things. This right here, this is how I'm seeing it. You know what I mean? And I'm sticking to my guns on this one.
Then let me ask you this. Do you think some of the family members that came up and did news interviews, do you think they was in it for the play, or they really truly believe?
Man, I think it was the parents, man. You know what I'm saying? When people
Nobody else outside of the parents.
When the people was running plays like this, it was the parents and the other people that did it. It was inside. Some of the family members might know. You know, some of the family members might know, but that was organized from the people that pulled up in the car and did what they did, grabbed the kid and took the kid and, you know, everything. And what's going to happen is they're going to end up telling on the other two people that came and, you know, pulled up and grabbed them and all that. It's going to all come out.
Okay, well then, since you said that, then let me speak my piece. It's no way in the world I would run myself as a human that has a seed or a child that I brought into this world and leave them out in the front yard. I was just waiting for you. No, it's all a play. No matter how they play it, how they want to spin it, you would never leave your child like that. Every rightful person that's a parent that brings a child into this world will give their life up for their own flesh and blood. And that man ran in that house and they slammed that door and then they came back out. You ain't got your keys. You ain't got your pew. You ain't got nothing. You ain't hopped in your car. You ain't tried to go get them. You just stayed there and bammed your forearms on the back of your trunk. Put your head in between put your forehead in between your forearms with comfort to make it look like you banged your head. So when the news did what they said, the dad is outside banging his head on the back of the trunk of the car. Why is this cat banging his head on the back of the trunk of his car? And I'm using lightful words because I know we want to be in the algorithm. But no, I just wanted to wait to see what you had to say. Ain't no way. And I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna say it. And you could play Tina Turner, Aretha Franklin. Ain't no way that I would ever leave you or lose you. Ain't no way. Big ups to Aretha Franklin. Ain't no way I would leave my child out there in that yard like that. Ain't no way. Because when you look at the clip and you run it back, he had enough time to snatch that baby up and drag him up on the porch into the house, in the screen. Even if he got stuck, he could have threw that baby in there. But even more so, all he had to do was stop and stand in front of him and say, hey, man, we don't do children. You want me? Here I am. And send this child in the house. So I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. I ain't finna step on you. I just was waiting to hear what you had to say before I went in. As a mother, it ain't no way, Mr. Deasy. It is no way.
I
and as
appreciate
men that are fathers, it ain't no way. A father is a protector and a provider. A mother is a nurturer and an uplifter. So as him being a father, he was supposed to stand more in the lion's den than anybody else because that was his seed. This is whole Mustafa and Lion's King. He just ran off and left that baby like that. And that baby was screaming for dear life. That's why they ain't gave that baby back.
I appreciate you calling in, Blue Chicken.
All right, baby, in a minute.
Yeah, that was definitely all a play. I'm sticking to my guns on that one. That was all a play. Yeah. Straight up. Crazy though. Straight up. What's good? It's a live call-in show. What's poppin', Jay, from the East Coast?
What's going on, brother?
What's good with you?
Hey, what you talking about right now, man? Because I had slowed down. You was trying to find some stuff.
I'm talking about the youngin' that was abducted for all the play. They locked the mom up and they locked the dad up.
Oh, you know what that sound like? Some ransom.
Yeah, they was trying to get the GoFundMe money.
Oh, they had a GoFundMe?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's terrible, man. So they already was dealing with some issues. Then they gonna try to take the money.
Yeah, they was setting up the GoFundMe so they can try to get the money, man, and They got caught. You know, they had.
Oh, so it was an inside outside play.
Yeah, it was all inside.
And the guy that did the kidnapping, they were all part of the plot.
Yeah, they ain't locked them other people up yet, but eventually they gonna get whoever else was in it.
Yeah, you just showed they had one guy.
Yeah, they got that was the uncle. They said he was shooting at some people that was riding by. So they said the uncle was shooting at some people that was riding by, and he didn't hit the car, and he said he was scared for his life, and you know, it was all a play.
Man, that's crazy, man. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was all a play.
Hey, but the other thing you was talking about, that coach, right?
Yeah.
Now he did that to himself. You know why? Because he broke all kinds of policies. It was all kinds of roadblocks for him to stop what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he was breaking all kinds of school policies. So he was definitely on a crash course. He was definitely gonna crash out.
Yeah. He was on some goofy stuff, and he knew what he was doing. He took advantage of that situation, and them people that be having those type of positions that be overwhelmingly nice, to particular people, I really think they got ill intentions.
Right, but what I'm saying though, he was breaking all kinds of school policies.
Yeah, definitely dealing with her personally, and texting, and paying for an abortion, and it was too much. Yeah.
So he was definitely, even if nothing had happened, he was probably going to get fired anyway. Before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was worried about his job. That's what he said. Am I going to lose my job?
That was his least worry after he went down that road.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, but that's another thing I want to say to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you kind of got me a little confused now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because just like that coach, right?
Yeah.
Going back to Diddy. That's what Diddy was doing with Cassie.
Nah, Cassie was an adult, bro. That was a child.
I understand that, but the process is the same. You said the coach was grooming the young girl, and that's what Diddy did to Cassie.
Nah, that was an adult, bro. That's a different situation.
So you can't groom an adult.
I'm never gonna compare an adult to a child, bro.
But she was 19. Cassie was 19.
This was a teenager in school.
I understand that.
This is a teenager in school.
Said. But we talking about grooming. Talking about grooming.
Yeah, but you got.
I'm not talking about the girl. I'm not talking about the.
But Cassidy was an
girl,
adult.
Right? I'm not comparing it to that.
Cassidy was an adult. You got to understand that when a woman gets older as an adult, somebody has to teach her some things. Regardless, everybody has to learn from experience. So it depends on when they get with a person. Some women get with men when they 19, 20, 18, whatever person they get with, they're going to learn something from that man. She was an adult. I can't compare.
Let's not get it confused. I'm not comparing that girl what happened with that coach. I'm talking about Cassie right now. I'm talking about Cassie and Diddy.
But you can't. We was talking about the girl and the coach. You brought that in. So
because you said that because you used the word groom.
Yeah, but that's a child though, bro.
So you saying that Diddy couldn't, you don't compare him grooming that.
That's a different situation. This is a grown adult. When you adult, you not listening to your parents. You telling your parents I'm grown.
Okay, well I still say that Diddy groomed Cassie as an adult. He groomed her.
I mean,
that's my opinion.
That's why I said that's your opinion and understandable. That is your opinion, but I can't compare an adult to a child. They're in two different categories.
I'm not comparing them to. I'm not comparing it to. I'm saying to you that I feel as though Diddy groomed Cassie.
Understandable.
That's just my position on the Cassie situation. I'm not talking about the coach and the young girl. Everybody know that was foul play. But I'm talking about Cassie and Diddy. I feel as though Diddy groomed Cassie.
Okay.
No.
That's a different situation. Next time we talk about Diddy, you gotta reiterate that so I can tell you why I feel that that I don't feel that way. I just watched that interview with the guy that she was doing the freak offs with, and he was in there talking different. So I mean I can't go for it. That was an adult, but this guy here was 40 something years old, 43 years old.
I get that part. I'm not even trying to talk about that because we all know what he did. That's what he did. So, he took advantage of the girl. We all understand that part.
Well, you went to. We not talking about Cassie and Diddy today. You talking about Cassie and Diddy.
Yeah, well,
we talking about.
Like I said, okay, cool. So what I'm saying to you is he broke all kinds of school policies for what he was doing. So he could have. He could have stopped himself, or they could have fired him because he should have got fired way before that incident happened because he was already doing some suspect stuff in the school.
understandable. I agree that he was totally wrong. Out of pocket. He was doing things in school out of pocket, out of school out of pocket. Everything about him said weirdo. And it says that this was something that he practiced before. This wasn't his first rodeo.
Oh, okay. Now, how do you feel about them coaches, them adult male coaches coaching them young girls in them schools?
You know, I already said it. Anybody that, I mean, I don't have a problem with a male coach coaching females in the school. My problem is when you try to build a personal relationship.
Right.
When you try to build a personal relationship, whereas though you have the kid telling you about things with boys and you're texting the kid and you're buying the kid things for Christmas, her birthday, you pay for an abortion. When you start...
Yeah, he was grooming her, yeah.
When you start stepping outside of just coaching and that's it, and you want to act like you're a mentor, I feel that a man shouldn't be a mentor for a little girl.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That the school policy dictates that he shouldn't have been doing none of that.
Yeah, I don't feel no man should be a mentor for a little girl that he doesn't know. Doesn't have a relationship with her. Like, what is the purpose for a man to, mentor a little girl that he doesn't know? Like, that there sends a signal off in my head like you got something else on your mind.
Right. But like I said, he was breaking all, and I think that that was against the school policy. Him doing that, you know what I mean? I mean, a pervert going to do what they're going to do. But I'm just saying that they have rules and policies in place to prevent him from doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you already knew he had a mission though, so he wasn't concerned about the rules and the policy. When those type of people got missions that they on, they're really not concerned about the rules and the policy. They're on a mission. That's just like anybody that's breaking the law. They're not concerned about the law. They're concerned about the mission that they on.
Right.
The policy the policy don't mean anything. It's how can I work around the policy? It's just like breaking the law. When you get to speeding in the street and you know this is an area you shouldn't speed in, you looking around seeing where the police at and you gonna speed.
Right. Well, But the other thing is, I think the reason he wanted to call his moms, because I think his moms had some pull and he thought his moms might be able to help him out.
Nah, he wanted to call his mom so he can be able to tell her the story before it got to her from the public. He wanted to be able to doctor the story up so he wanted to lay the story on why it happened. So, if you think about it, if you tell your mom a story about something that happens and you try to wiggle your way around why it really happened, then she's going to look at your story first. She might hear that story, but she's going to be like, man, my son told me this.
Yeah, but, like I said, I know a lot of them, a lot of them guys like that, their moms be having pretty good, be in nice positions in some of them, in some of them.
Man, your mom ain't got no position when you got a charge like that.
No, I understand that part too. But I'm just saying though, but in his mind, he thinking that his moms might can help him get out that jam. But we know he can't.
Nah, your mom ain't helping you get out of nothing like that. You admitting to kissing the girl, you admitting to the girl.
Right. He was done. Yeah, he was done. After he'd already admitted everything.
Yeah. He looking for mom to help him out. Yeah, like somebody just said, the bail and all that. Like, he looking for mom. Mom ain't got no pull with that. Nobody. I don't care who you are. When those type of situations occur, nobody's talking the way out of that. You gotta get the person that even if they made a statement, they can try to take that statement back and they still gonna push the line on you.
Well, it's a big thing in the headlines right now about that stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna bring that into the conversation, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, you know what it is, man. I appreciate you calling in, brother.
All right, SB, I stay locked in, bro.
I appreciate you, my brother.
All right, later.
Yeah. I think he was preparing mom for the situation. You know, he trying to lay it on her where it wasn't so strong. Yo, SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. What's poppin'?
What's poppin', man? In Miami.
Yes, sir. What's good, bro?
A couple things. First thing I wanted to touch on was if I'm missing, create a Go Find Me, not a GoFundMe.
Go find me, yeah. Get out there and see where I'm at. When you looking for the money, that's send a flag.
Yeah, Go Find Me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Don't do no GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm thinking you the reason I'm missing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like how you create? What are you raising money for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would be different if they created that after they got some bad news that he was no longer, God for that type of stuff. But just off him being missing, it's already GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What are we funding? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, and I know this might be a long shot, but I'm thinking they got the idea from 4 Extra. Like, shit, man, that GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, that GoFundMe be sparking ideas in these folks' mind, man, especially with this economy and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's been a couple situations like that. People, they did it with the bum out there that one time. They got him to get the GoFundMe.
The homeless dude, they got him Aiden Rossman gave him $400,000, all type of money. You don't even see that dude no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got little real quick. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I think it wasn't a well thought out play. You know what I'm saying? They just did some shit that came to their mind. They was smoking. They thought of something. You know what I mean? And it's all gonna come out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna reverse all that. Somebody gonna tell. First off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give the other 2-3 cats up, and then soon, a couple weeks, maybe a month, we gonna hear the parents was arrested. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they said that. I just put it up there. They got the parents held without bail.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, they got that up there now. So that's probably the next thing is the charges. They probably seeing what charges they gonna get him with and seeing who else was involved so that they can charge him with lining the people up to do it and most stuff.
Yeah, off the dribble, they got him for false police reports. You know what I'm saying? You can't be calling making him if you know what I mean. That's just to keep him real quick. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they gonna get to figuring it out. And second off, I want to talk about that coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think with the technology we got now, we in 2025, about to be 26. It should be cameras in every classroom from grade 0 to 12. You feel what I'm talking about?
Yes, most definitely.
Cameras in every classroom to where you could go to your app or website and click on what class your son or daughter is in and look live. It's live streaming every class. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's live streaming, and guess what? It's also backdated, so you can go see what happened on Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can check everything out.
Oh yeah, just if I notice my son or daughter came back home a little offset, I'm gonna go check them cameras. I don't even gotta tell my kid I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They should have these type of things, man. Like, we pay taxes and stuff like that. Some of this stuff should be going to these schools, man, to ensure that these children is getting the proper education and not getting mistreated. You know what I'm saying? Because kids are very impressionable. You know what I'm saying? You show some kid a little bit of favoritism, they feel like they the one. You know what I mean? So a lot of these dudes is abusing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I think really with the situation with the stuff that are our necessities, school, the hospital, it's like this how you know they really don't care about the value of human life. Because if they cared about the value of human life, those things wouldn't be on the table for a budget. It would be just like, we gonna do these things. These things are gonna be top notch for the people in the world.
It's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If the school is open and operating, it got to be cameras in every class. You know, it ain't a million classes. It's the same classes, just different periods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same classroom, no matter what student's here. But that camera is running, and it should be accessible by the parents. You know what I mean? So you could really kind of tell which teacher is being a little too nice or a little too mean. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's just what I think should be going on, and it was completely his fault because if you're the older, more wiser person, you're the one that makes the decisions. The kid don't make the decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got the authority. You know what I'm saying? So he could never say it was her, even if she was fast and all that type of, you know how them girls be, even if she was that, you supposed to be the one to shut it down, get her in trouble, like all that, use your authority for real. Like, these is people children, man, and you know, we live in a day and age where people's kind of, you know, throw it off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So the girls is much faster, you know, we got Sexy Red, we got all these different type of, you know what I'm saying? The influence is different right now, you feel me?
And it's at an all-time high.
It's the internet era.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's a little different now. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of monitor what your kids is looking at and watching and all type of stuff, man. It used to be your parents or your grandma tell you don't sit close to the TV. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But now you got the TV in your hand. You staring at it all day.
Yeah.
All day long, man. That thing don't go off. You know what I'm saying? So
never.
That's a part of the reason too. Like, we living in a fast generation. Everything's moving faster. Everything's right there in your hand. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of people are blowing up and getting famous too, because everybody got the same platform. You feel what I'm saying? You sharing the platform with the most famous people on earth right now. Y'all all got this. It ain't like back in the day you had to go and have cable to see celebrities on TV. That joint just on your phone right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Easy access.
Yeah, so it's just a different generation, man. So with that being said, I think the schools and the churches and these type of places, they should be secure with the proper camera systems. You know what I'm saying? At the least, you know what I mean? So if there was any way to vote for that, I think that would pass no problem. But cameras need to be from grade pre-K all the way up to 12th grade, and then even in some colleges. But definitely while them kids is kids. And how Homeboy called in and tried to compare the two, it's not even close to the same. We talking about a kid versus a grown woman celebrity. Like, come on, man, this is two different things, dog. Like, she knew exactly what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's two different things, man. Like, them dudes were saying she was enjoying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So it ain't the same. You can't even compare the two. But that's all I got, bro.
I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. Smash that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Yeah. Share this live. Yeah, man. Definitely can't compare the two. You know, that coach knew what he was doing all the way live. You know, he planned that. He looked forward to that. He executed his plan. Got locked up. These parents right here, what they did, that was out of pocket. Damn. You allowed your kid to experience a whole nother level of being kidnapped. The kid thought he was really kidnapped. Come on, man. Whole nother level. You can hear it from the way the kid screamed and how the situation took place. They let the kid get kidnapped. Something that the kid is never going to forget. And at this stage, it's trauma. That young is trauma. 7 years old, being kidnapped, not even understanding that your parents lined this up. At some point in his life, he's going to be told that the parents lined this up. But right now, and then now you've been taken by CPS, putting home somebody that you don't even know. You got to go sit in a placement home of people that you don't even know, taken away from your family, and just a few days ago you was riding down the street on your bike at your crib. So, yeah, those parents definitely, was on some weird stuff. Wasn't that serious. And I don't even understand, like, really why people come up with ideas like this, because the mission is not going to be complete. It's too big. It's too big. You got public eyes on you. Everybody's watching. Everybody's talking about this. It's so many different brains dissecting it. I don't even think how you would think you would get away with something like this. Just being real. It's too many people giving their opinion. Too many people want to investigate. Too many people got questions. And then the GoFundMe. It's like, damn, you want to put the GoFundMe up? You want money? What you raising money for? The concern. And they gonna make an example out of them people for that. Straight up. They gonna make an example. Because even though it was organized by them, they still can get charged with the kidnapping. Yeah, you're still kidnapped. They can still charge them. Charge the parents with it, whoever else was involved. And the people that did it, they probably gonna turn on the parents like, yo, we was paid. We was saying we was gonna be paid to do it. They told us we was getting money to do this. That's the only reason we did it. That's the only reason we did it. So, they probably gonna make an example out of them because it's big, so that they can show the world, like, listen, this was goofy. Straight up. They're gonna show the world, like, this was goofy. You really thought that you was gonna get away with this right here? You thought that you had the ability to trick the people with blatant stuff? Like, damn, like the dad ran the other way. You got to GoFundMe up. People was going to dissect it. Yeah. And they probably did tell somebody. Being honest. They probably told somebody in the family, and somebody in the family probably told the police. Like, yo, they told us that they was going to do something like this. I just didn't think they was serious. And they really went forth with it. So, that right there, they're going to be looking at that. And if you haven't already hit the like button, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button too. Yeah. Shit crazy. You said if they get them for kidnapping, it's a wrap. They probably are going to get them for that. Like, y'all organized this. Y'all set it up for the kidnapping. So y'all are definitely an accessory to it. Y'all are masterminds. And what's she going to try to push it on the dad? What's she going to try to push the situation and say, yo, it was the dad? The dad might push it back on her. It was her. Like, now they at war with each other, trying to put the blame on who was at fault for this. Nah, it was them at fault. It wasn't me, it was them. Yeah. They gonna learn today, though. Yeah, they are gonna learn today. And hit that subscribe button too if you haven't done so. Smash the like button. Yeah. The ideas that these people come up with now to do what they doing is like crazy. And it's like they doing it in the public eye. They doing it in the public eye thinking that they gonna get away with. Like, it's not even like they doing nothing sneaky. They just like, all right, we're gonna do this and make this up. But nobody accounts for what's gonna have to come behind this. What they're gonna face behind this. They're not accounting for that. They looking at it like, I'ma just do A, B, and C, and we gonna get the money. They ain't looking about C, D, and F. Nah. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. What's poppin', Tex?
What's going on, fella? How you feeling?
All good, my brother. What's poppin'?
You know, let's have some fun with this. Let's do a little investigative journalism or content journalism on the subject. We're talking about GoFundMe plays, right? So with these GoFundMe plays, let me see where I'm at. God almighty, I missed it. They said that, let me see if I have a recent, okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, here we go. It says, corruption arrests where public records to be found. Oh, no, that's on something different. Hold on, state and local records. Okay, what I did was give me the statistics. Let me see if I could do this. Give me the statistics on GoFundMe fraudulent claims that was covered by media and led to arrest.
You said what?
Give me, type in your GPA chat or what have you, right? Chat GPT, and go give me statistics and arrests on GoFundMe fraudulent accounts covered by news media. You're gonna see how big this is. I hit a button by accident and it took me off of.
It says, let me see this. Now this say insurance claim. Let me see. Fraudulent.
Let's see here.
Let me see. GoFundMe. It said fraudulent GoFundMe claims in the U.S. are rare, representing less than 1/10 of 1% of all campaigns.
That's it. Read that. Keep reading that.
Yeah, that's what it says. It said GoFundMe emphasized commitment to fighting fraud and protecting donors. They have a trust and safety team that reviews campaigns and offers refunds if campaigns is found to be fraudulent according to their website. Yeah, so here to break down key point. GoFundMe reports fraudulent campaigns are very uncommon, making up less than 1/10 of the percent of all campaigns. He said GoFundMe has dedicated team focused on preventing and addressing misuses of the platform. Yeah, so it say not that many though. You hear what I said, Tex?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it back up for you. Hold on, give me 1 second. Because that was a different read.
Yeah, the GoFundMe people. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button. And share this live. Yeah, but I don't think how they wouldn't think that people would catch on to that. Being for real. Yeah, I don't understand that. Somebody's catching on to that. Straight up. Smash that like button if you haven't already done so. Hit the like button.
Okay, I can't find it now, but yeah, it had a couple of notable news coverage incidents or fraudulent accounts that went to media. I thought that was pretty interesting, for whoever wants to research it, you can research it on your own. But, this was all a Troy Ave play to me. This is what I was calling yesterday. Are we not entertained? The scripted, plays that sensationalizes foolishness, right? So, when we look at both incidents in comparison, to what is foolish content for views or for fraudulent plays like the GoFundMe incident here or situation here, like you said, this is where this is because of the reach of social media, right? So here we thought with the Troy Ave situation, that was a real situation. And then I'm gonna circle back with the other incident. The Troy Ave situation for me, I knew was bogus. When the cat was coming out from wherever he was coming from, he had the opportunity to assess and in his viewpoint see both Troy Ave and the chef cat. Now, the closest person to you, if it's a natural robbery, you're not going to go down the block and around the corner to come back home to try to go the long way to get to chef when the closest person to you is Troy Ave. A natural robbery wouldn't work like that. You up on real quick the person who's closest to you with the gun, pistol, what have you, to their head, backing down everything. Now, the other piece that had me to realize that it was bogus was when he was busting at him. Okay, well, first thing, when he approached him, you don't know. This is a very threatening situation. If I'm a promoter and I'm a rapper and I got a big name and I got big chains and money and I just did an event and I was showing how I was balling, if I'm a target because of that, and there are people out there that's looking, to rob me, I would be thinking it might be possible they have a gun or guns, right? That they may be armed, right? I'm not going to take for granted that they're not and come into the play all sloppy like my man did. He came in all sloppy. And you had no intent to take nothing and to bust nothing. So if he would have bust him, then the viewpoint of the cameras, which was showing and pointing, where we can visually see, if it was a get down or lay down type situation, we would have seen that. If he was sincerely looking to rob something, somebody naturally would have got bust right there and laid down right there. So all the busing took place behind the car where you can't see nothing in plain view. And then you stop the video. Now all of a sudden, conveniently, you stop the video. Come on, like you say, come on, man. Come on, man. So now we come to learn, it was like I was saying in the chat yesterday, theatrical gunplay, prop gun, giving the appearance and the illusion that it's a gun because of the sound and the muzzle flash. Theatrical prop gun that this boy went out and purchased so that they can run a play, a Damon Dash production, Get Down or Lay Down, movie coming soon, part 2, on social media, not in theaters. So they put the play on social media, not in theaters. So what I'm saying is, damn, I might want to become a director and direct some foolishness and just throw it on social media, because social media gonna run with it, and they're not gonna do journalism. No, they're not gonna do journalism. It's like this. You put 10 people in a circle and you start off with the first person and you say something to the second person. By the time you get to the 10th person, it's all misconstrued. Nothing was said properly, correctly. That's social media. So they understood that. No different than the GoFundMe play. They understood. Here. Hey, listen. It backfired, the GoFundMe play. It backfired. They were looking to raise money. And something serious very quickly happened. And they had to call a playoff. Because immediately people started reporting, when you started reporting the child being missing, don't think for 1 minute, foolish criminals don't understand digital footprint, license plate readers, and all this other kind of stuff at every traffic light corner, every neighborhood with camera systems, home monitoring systems. Like, come on, man, stop it. And you think you're going to get away with something? So, it's unfortunate that the young man, the boy, is suffering trauma or going to suffer trauma because, financially, maybe they in a bad place. I don't know. Maybe they just greedy for money. I don't know. Maybe they just foolish. Just foolish that you would put your son in that kind of predicament. It's crazy for a play. So this is all because social media has its reach, and there's not a lot of restriction and or vetting, rather, to the legitimacy of what is content, supposedly, or content, events, what have you, that are being put out there. There's no regulation, really. So social media is the perfect space. It's better than going. Hey, listen, no need like before. The music industry started out with, records being pressed. No need for that no more. No different than, ain't gonna be no need to really go to the theater. You catch everything on social media, YouTube, for the free. That's all I got to say. We got to be careful. Not everything you see, not everything you hear may be true. You got to understand, I said it yesterday, what side of the fence are you on or thinking from? Are you thinking from the entertainment side of looking to be entertained with foolishness? Whatever it may be that floats your boat, you're tuning into it. And, it doesn't give what is an open perspective, open, healthy dialogue for events that are taking place, because we just want to be entertained with foolishness. And we don't think from the right perspectives of things. We don't research. We don't do no journalism. So I agree with your in this learning experience as you're growing, you know, in your industry, in your business, with your business, you know, you journeying, right? And as you're journeying, you're learning. And what you're learning is you might not want to be like everybody else. So I applaud you, good brother. I say, hey, man, get deep into studying, you know, the art, craft, and mastering, you know, content journalism. Do your research. Bring the people, your audience, like you say, facts.
Yes, sir.
All right, my good brother.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
All the time.
Yes, sir. Smash that like button, man. And hit the subscribe button as well. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Yeah, you know I appreciate all y'all. So, the lead prosecutor that was in Diddy's trial has been fired. They got rid of her, right? And maybe it's because they feel like she did a poor job prosecuting this case against Diddy. And you know, they didn't want Diddy to just get found guilty of what he was found guilty of, because they feel like that's a slap on the wrist, especially when they was taking him to trial for a situation that they was trying to give him a life sentence. And I'm sure, you know, whatever time that he's going to get from this isn't going to be nowhere near what they probably offered him on a plea deal. So the Department of Justice fired Maureen Comey. They got her up out of there. Said she got to go. Yeah. Maureen Comey was a veteran lawyer of the Southern District of New York, long considered the most elite of the Justice Department prosecution office. It was her time. She had to go. You know, she was top goon for a minute of the justice system. But this task right here, she failed. She was a throwaway now. It says the Justice Department has fired Maureen Comey, the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, as a federal prosecutor in Manhattan who worked on the cases against Sean Diddy Combs and Jeffrey Epstein. Three people familiar with the matter told the Associated Press on Wednesday there was no specific reason for her firing. Well, we all know the reason. We know the reason. She didn't get the conviction they wanted. The Department of Justice, they wanted to hammer Diddy. She didn't get the conviction. So she had to go. And this how it is. You're only worth gold when you're making the gold look good. When you don't make it look good, man, the gold ain't nothing, man. It's just gold. You gotta go. They got her out of there, and she's sick. I know she's sick. Because, you know, them prosecutors, they be loving their job, and they don't want to go out being fired. They don't want to go out the game being fired. She went out the game fired. It's over. And it says they spoke to the AP on the conditions of anonymity to discuss personal matters. Let me see. Maureen Comey was a veteran lawyer of the Southern District of New York, long considered at the most elite of the Justice Department prosecution office. Her cases included the trafficking prosecution of Epstein, who unalived himself behind bars in 2019, as he was awaiting trial, and the recent case against Combs, which ended earlier this month with mixed verdict. She didn't immediately respond to the messages seeking comment Wednesday. Well, we all know why they got her out of there. You know, she don't want to be remembered as this. You know, she's probably home punching the air right now. Because, you know, them prosecutors, they really thrive on having a strong legacy. And when they get thrown out of the office like that, man, they feel some type of way. It says it's the latest move by the Justice Department to fire a lawyer without explanation, which has raised alarm over a disregard for civil service protections designed to prevent termination for political reasons. The Justice Department has also fired a number of prosecutors who worked on cases that have provoked Donald Trump, President Trump, IRE, including some who handled U.S. Capitol riot cases, and lawyers and support staff who worked on special counsel Jack Smith prosecution of Trump. So, who got her fired? Hold up. You know, do y'all think Trump has something to do with that? You know, because she was the one that was on the Epstein case, right? And you know they talking about allegedly Trump being on the tapes and Trump, you know, Trump getting cocky now. He in the office. I don't need nobody. Don't nobody benefit me. None of that. They worried about the Epstein case. That's the Democrats and any Republicans paying attention to that. You goofy, all that, right? So, could it have been somebody from over there with Trump that got her out of there? Because she probably was talking about the Epstein situation and Trump. Could have been somebody that got her up out of there? Possibly could have been. Straight up. He said Trump couldn't stand her father. It possibly could have been. It says Maureen Comey was long seen as a potential target given her father's fraught relationship over the last decade with Republican president. The Justice Department recently appeared to acknowledge the existence of the investigation into James Comey, though the basis for the inquiry is unclear. Most recently, she was the lead prosecutor among 6 female prosecutors in the trafficking and racketeering case against Combs. So, damn, they had 6 prosecutors on that case against Diddy. And they being looked at like failures. But she had to take the hit because she was the lead. You know, sometimes it's good to be the lead. And sometimes it's good to just play the back. She played the lead and lost her job. Department of Justice got rid of her. Gotta go. Let me see here. Hold up. Most recently, she was the lead prosecutor among 6 female prosecutors in the trafficking and racketeering case against Combs. The failure to convict the hip-hop mogul on the main charges while gaining conviction on prostitution-related charges that will likely result in a prison sentence of just a few years was viewed by some fellow lawyers as a rare defeat by prosecutors. So they said she failed. They said she failed. And you know, she's home punching the air. I'm telling you. Because all of the colleagues that graduated with her, the up and coming, they all looking at her like, you ain't really like that. All the cases she might have got convictions from, this one case, she got to sit home and tell herself, man, I did a good job. Because I'm sure it's people that they talking about her around the clock. You wasn't like that. You lost the most valuable, the most important case of your career, you lost. So I'm sure they looking at her like that for sure. Let me see here. Because she was successful in numerous other prosecutions, right? Most notable, the conviction of Ghislaine Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, that was Epstein's right hand, on trafficking charges for helping financier Epstein abuse underage girls. In that case, she delivered a mutual agreement during closing, as she did in Combs' case. Her firing as Attorney General Pam Bondi faces intense criticism from some members of Trump's base for the Justice Department decision not to release any more evidence in the government's possession from Epstein's trafficking investigation. Okay. So they ain't releasing no more information. Trump done put a halt to all that. Don't put no more out about Epstein. Because you know Elon, he was on a mission. He was on a mission to tell the world about Trump being a part of these alleged situations with Epstein. And, you know, they done put a halt to that. Trump like, man, y'all better not put nothing else out. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to get you fired. You ain't going to be able to work here no more. Let me see here. Hold up. Some right-wing internet personality like Laura Loomer, who have been critical of Bondi handling of the Epstein files, have been calling for Maureen Combs' firing. So they've been wanting her out of there. They've been trying to get her out of there. They've been wanting her out of there. Say James Comey, who the FBI director when Trump took office in 2017, having been appointed by the President Barack Obama and serving before that as a senior Justice Department official in President George W. Bush administration, but his relationship with Trump was strained from the start. And the FBI director resisted a request by Trump at a private dinner to pledge personal loyalty to the president. And overture that so unnerved the FBI director that he documented it in a contemporaneous memorandum. Trump soon after fired Comey, aiming an investigation into potential ties between Russia and Trump's presidential campaign. So Trump fired the pop. He got the pop up out of there. Hold up. So he said the pop was down with Russia, allegedly. Got the pop up out of there. He got to go. It's over for him. Got him straight out of there. Got to go. Now they got the daughter out of there. Man, I don't think it was a good idea to mess with Trump. Like, we all can say whatever we want about Trump, but I don't think it was a good idea for them people to go messing with Trump, man. Trump then shook some houses up. Straight up. Trump then shook some houses straight up. I don't think it was a good idea for people to go mess around with Trump, man. Yeah, Trump just shook some houses up, man. And he's still sitting in the house like, man, I don't care about nothing they talk about. And all the people that said Trump should go to jail, Trump ain't go to jail, none of that, man. I don't think Trump should have, nah. And the people that thought they had power, now these the people that was pushing the line on Trump. Trump sat back and said, I'm coming for all of them. He said, I'm coming for all of them, man. Straight up. And he bent the block. I just got to keep it a bean. He bent the block on all of them. And there's more to come. Either you quit or I'm going to fire you or get you fired. Yeah, so it's like the people that work in the justice system, you know, to the regular people like us, yeah, they got hella power. Got hella power. We regular people. They want to push the line on us, cool. But they pushed the line on Trump, had that man going to court back to back, and then everything got thrown out. If y'all thought Trump wasn't coming back blazing, you got to be crazy. And I'm just keeping it a bean on that. They pushed the line on Trump, had the man in court heavy, the whole world. Trump said, man, these are made up things. I'm telling you, these are made up. They weaponizing. If you didn't think that man was going to come back blazing, what? I already knew what he was going to do. Straight up. I already knew and we can all say, yeah, Trump is this and Trump is that. But look at it as a human. If somebody messed with you and you knew you had the power to get at him, you going to get at him, man. So I already knew what he was going to do with this. So he said, let me see. He said he fired the pop because he thought he had some potential ties between Russia. He said that inquiry, later taken over by special counsel Robert Mueller, would ultimately find that while Russia interfered with the 2016 election and that Trump team welcomed the help, there was insufficient evidence to prove a criminal collaboration. Trump fury at the older Comey continued long after firing from the Bureau, blaming him for a hoax and a witch hunt that shadowed much of his first term. Let me see. Comey disclosed contemporaneous memos of his conversations with Trump to a friend so that their content could be revealed to the media. In the following year, he published a book called Trump Ego Driven and likening him to a mafia don. Hold up. Trump, for his first part, has accused Comey and other officials of treason. Man, if you didn't think Trump was going to come back blazing, man, you better know. If you didn't think Trump was coming back blazing, blasting, you crazy. Yeah, I knew it from the door. I could see it in his eyes. When I was looking, like when he was going through it, I said, man, you know, everybody said, man, he going to jail. I said, man, Trump's not going to jail. All the charge, they said about he convicted of this. Man, Trump ain't convicted of nothing, man. Trump's not convicted of nothing, man. They wiped everything out, man. Come on, man. They wiped everything out. They wiped it all out. And now he's coming back blasting to all the people that went at him. Straight up. All the people that went at him. Because you know it was a lot of people that was going at him. Yeah. Some of the people I was sitting back like, man, you shouldn't do it. Straight up. I'm telling you. He's still coming for Fonnie Willis. Watch. He's still coming for Fonnie. He got the other joint. What's her name? I think her name was it Thompson or Thomas? What was the prosecutor name, y'all? She was out of New York. What was the lady's name? What was that lady's name, that prosecutor out of New York that was going at Trump? I'm trying to see. You said Trump was doing the butterfly in the courtroom. Yeah. He said facts, them convictions was a waste of the money. Now he's spinning the block. You can't make this up. Like facts. Word. I knew he was going to come back blazing. I knew it. I said, damn. And, you know, so many people was like clapping. And they was talking about, the black lady. What's her name? I can't remember her name. It was so many people talking about it. I forget her name. Trump is on her helmet. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name. Where you calling in from?
I'm calling in from North Dakota. I see you got I'm from Ocala, Florida though, and I see you doing the coverage first and foremost. I like your channel. I just started following you, and I like the fact that you stay on WAC 100, aka what is it? His name was in the paperwork. CS2 back.
Okay.
And yeah, I be on your channel, man. I like how you stay on WAC Nick, man. I don't know if you seen the last coverage of the man who was asking him about scandalous. I think that's what his name is. But back to the subject. But yeah, it's a lot of that going on in Ocala, Florida. As far as these coaches and stuff taking advantage of these kids and stuff. You'll be doing more coverage of that on your channel with these coaches. I don't know what's going on. It's one dude, his last name Overstreet. He just got 15 years and he was a mentor for the kids. It's a lot of that going on in my city, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man. You know, it's going on all across the world, man. It's a lot of sickos out there.
Yeah, man, it's sad, man. But yeah, I just want to speak on that, man. I love your channel, man, and I'm gonna keep following you, man.
I appreciate you calling in, brother.
All right, be best.
If you haven't already, hit the like button, man. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. You know, I appreciate y'all. Letitia James. Letitia James, and she was going at Trump hard. Like, and I was saying, you know, I'm just keeping it real, right? I understand she had positioned where she was at. But I gotta keep it real. She forgot she was black. Hey, listen, I gotta keep it real. She literally forgot she was black. Like, hold on, little mama. You gotta understand. You ain't got it like that, baby girl. Yeah, you can put pressure on situations that they want you to put the pressure on. No problem. You can do that. But it's certain things, you know, come on, man. And the crazy thing what Biden did, right? Biden was putting them sisters out there. And I was laughing when I seen them because they was real cocky. Biden was putting them sisters out there, right? Literally. Putting them black sisters out there that then got positions as prosecutors, attorney generals. And he was like, yeah, go get him. Hey, get Trump. Get him. And that nigga ain't pardoned none of those sisters, man. Crazy. Now, let's be real with that one, right? I'm laughing at him. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm laughing at him because they forgot they was black. Straight up. They totally forgot. And I'm like, y'all really pushed the line and they up on TV. Yeah, the charges here and the charges there, and Trump got all this shit wiped away, and he on Letitia James' ass. Straight up. He on her ass like a piece of lint. No cap. Straight up. And I'm telling you, he gonna get at Fonnie too. Watch. Man, you gotta understand. Trump ain't letting that shit go. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way a bean with y'all. Trump's not letting that shit go. Hell no. If you don't know, now you know. He's not letting that shit go. And they were supposed to stay out of that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. It's like certain situations, you gotta, Biden instructing you, and then Biden don't even pardon you. He pardoned his whole family and Dr. Fauci, right? He pardons all of them, but you ain't make sure that these sisters that you sent out there at this man, knowing he gonna want to get back, you don't make sure they straight. So I think that was foul, man. And, I'm going to just keep that a buck, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button for me too, man. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button too. I said, Trump going to come back blazing. And when he come back blazing, they going to feel that. Straight up. They gonna feel that. He said, we got a black lady politician lady down here in Texas. Damn, can't think of her. She be giving these politicians hell. Yeah, listen, you just gotta know your position. You gotta know who to give hell. Trump is a different animal. That one there, and they trying to get rep. They want rep. Man, I'm going at Trump. What? Man, Trump going to send that fire at you. Yo, all right, investigate them. Check that out. Check this out. Yeah, and he's sitting back like, yeah, they're bad people. They're bad people. I said, yo, dude, crazy. Real rap. Yeah, man. You said she thought hip hop started with Fat Joe. Yo. Real rap though, man. Yeah, y'all, man, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button, man, and smash the like button, man. Yeah. I appreciate all of y'all. Facts. And it was some good dialogue today. We had good dialogue. And yeah. We gotta talk about some real life stuff sometime. We know Wack always running the play. We know that. Wack's always running some foo-fafi content. We know he working with them folks. We know. You know what I'm saying? We know. Yeah. You don't operate like that without being with them folks. They not gonna let you run around like that. And this is a fact. Without being with them. Nah. The way he operate, they not allowing you to operate if you ain't on the squad. You gotta be on the squad to operate like that. Like no cap. And when I say no cap, it's just, when I see it, Wack is valuable to them. Wack is valuable to them folks. Very. He's very, very valuable because he's able to get inside. You know what I'm saying? He's able to get inside. He's able to get the information from the information from the information. You know? So them people rock with him, man. And it's like, I'm like, I don't know, man. You know, at this point, I don't know how it's gonna go with him, but them people rock with that man. Like, they rock with him. Like, they rock with him. Like, they rock with him. You know, we can say what we want about him, right? But them folks rock with that dude. Yeah. And I can see it. All the way live. Everything about it shows me. You know what I'm saying? Real rap. Yeah, man. Real rap. Yeah, man. Listen, we got to. We definitely got to pivot. High shot. Most definitely. You know what I mean? I got to do it. You know, because there's other things going on. You know, we definitely hold it on whack. But there's other things going on. And, you know, I can stay on whack. And, you know, we'll have more people. But it's going to keep me in a box. It's going to keep me in a box. And I don't want to be just in that box. Because I'm bigger than that box. I'm bigger than whack. You know what I mean? You know, whack was just the introduction. But I'm bigger than just being in the box with whack. Because we all know he lie. We all know he working with them folks. We all know he's a capper. We all know he'll line you up. We all know he's foo-fafi. You know what I'm saying? We know this. So I definitely got to start going into different things at the same time. But, you know, we going to hold it on him. But it's like right now, I'm going to say the same thing about him. It's like I done detailed it. I get to talking about it, I'm going to say the exact same thing. Because, you know, he ain't doing nothing right now but the same thing. Lies and plays. You know, we know he corny. But I'm definitely trying to spread the wings at the same time. You know, got to spread the wings at the same time, man. So, yeah. Keep doing what I've been doing, grinding. And, you know, I appreciate all the people that support. You know what I mean? All the people that rock with SBGB TV. Yeah. I appreciate y'all. Non-stop. We definitely got to talk about life too. Most definitely. You know, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? He said, thanks to you, we all know he licensed. Most definitely. Most definitely. You know, the entire world see it. You know what I mean? We all see it. Ain't no, nah, nigga. Your actions show us. Yeah. And like I said before, that nigga don't care that he with them folks. He gonna continue to try to create the illusion. You know? Because once the illusion is gone, then the gig is up for him. But long as the illusion is there, it keep people paying attention. It's like, okay, it's illusion. Is he working? Is he not working? Is he them folks? Is he what? Nah, nigga, he's them folks. Yes, he's them folks. But he's not going to come out and say, yo, I'm them folks, because it keeps the illusion. It keep people like in suspense, wondering. And he's going to keep getting niggas to go over there and incriminate themselves. You know? You know what I mean? Because the mind is like, is weak to some people. Some people's mind is just weak. And they're like easily influenced by his BS. It's like, damn. Especially when I see the people that go on his platform. Anybody that I see go on his platform, I know that they are a weak-minded person. You know what I'm saying? Anybody. I don't care who it is. If I see him get up on there, on that screen, you're a weak-minded person. You know, what are you getting up there for? Because his only intention to get you up there is to play you. You know? That's the only reason he gonna bring you on the stage is to play you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you said Wack is a rat in a maze. He's always gonna give us content. It's never ending. Yeah, I agree. Straight up. Life is not a play, but you can play yourself out of life. You sure can. Most definitely. Yeah. Play yourself straight out of life. Yeah, man. But we gonna keep it solid. For sure. Non-stop. No cap. For shizzle. Man, I appreciate all y'all, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, man. Smash the like button and share this video. Go check out the merch, sbgbtv.com. If you want to become a member, it's pinned at the top of the chat. I appreciate all y'all. Big facts. And if you want us to promote anything for you, you can email me at sbgbtv@gmail.com. Yeah. We definitely we're gonna be signing out a little earlier, you know, just a little earlier. I'm gonna try to get me a little bit of sleep because I got this job to do when I wake up. So I'm gonna try to knock this job out. Yeah. You know, gotta knock this job out. And you know, we're gonna be back at it. But what I am gonna do is I am gonna go live on my way driving to the job. So I'm gonna probably be going live a lot earlier. I might go live around like 11, being honest. So that'd be like 8 in the morning, West Coast time. Yeah. I'm gonna go live probably like 11, 12, somewhere like around then, while I'm riding to the job. And we're gonna rap, bust it up about whatever's going on or whatever. Yeah. But you know, I appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button too. And share this live. This was a good one, man. You know, I appreciate all y'all. Big facts, man. The grind don't stop. Non-stop, we at it. For shizzle. Yeah. And y'all already know how we do, man. Stay locked in. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Yeah. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. All that. You know, I appreciate all y'all. Big facts. Yeah. And y'all already know what it is. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.